Oh, everybody. My name is Colonel Fat, and I'm really excited to do this because it was one of my goals of 2026 to get this run into an event. But we are going to be doing all bosses, mini bosses, glitchless speedrun with the DLC. And that is, I've counted it, 32 total bosses. So we're going to be here a while. So I'm really excited. Really longathon was actually, I believe, my first ever speedrun event I've ever done. So I'm really happy to be back for doing this amazing category. And it's really lots of lore. So we're going to be spoiling the entire story. And with that, I've found two of the probably, if there was a contest for who likes Lies of P the most, I think Catslock and Renee have me beat. But you guys introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Cats, or Catslock is my full name. I do all kinds of stuff in Lies of P. I love this game. I speedrun it here and there and work on other things as well, but mostly I'm just a big fan of the game. I just like anything to do with it. I love watching first playthroughs, all kinds of stuff. So I'm really excited to get to yap about my favorite game.
Hello, I'm Renee or Renee Decabora, and I am also just a massive fan of Lies of P. I know the speedrun pretty well. I wrote the written version of the entire run.
Yes,
and
so good.
I just know a lot of the lore and the stuff, and sometimes even like the speedrun specific lore, which we'll absolutely get into because we have to share to everyone about the story of Greg.
Yes, we have some
we
fanfic
must.
lore that is definitely true. I mean, I'm sure they intended.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, you got a lot of bosses to kill, so I'm gonna click new game and get through this. I'm gonna skip a cutscene and then give a 5-second countdown, and we will get started. Spoiler
And with a
warning
long
for
run like
this
this, you
whole
make
run.
it roll.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Hey, we're in the train. So would one of you like to say, why are we in a train?
I mean, of course, yeah. We're in a train because that's where we're in. That's where our dad, as we call him, Geppetto, sort of started building us. That's where his little workshop is. And we have to get out of the train, which is what we're currently doing right now. I guess it's a general thing once you pick your weapon and stuff, and you get to outside of the train station. For those of you who don't know, Lies of P is a Souls-like that is based around the novel Pinocchio by Carlo Collodi. It follows a lot of the themes and a lot of the characters and stuff, even if they've been changed a little bit. And it's essentially just like a dystopian Baroque version of the original story. We play as P, as he's called, Geppetto's puppet, Pinocchio or whatever. And yeah, we sort of go through a sort of post-apocalyptic world. We'll skip a cutscene later on that explains that.
Like what's going on. Yeah, we just skipped the
Explains
whole
so
thing.
much.
That's why we got you guys. Here's my fun lore fact.
Like,
so in the novel, when P meets Gemini, he smashes him with a hammer and kills him. We find Gemini at the start of this game as a broken lantern, and I'm fairly certain that's like a nod to that. Oh, fun lore fact.
The most important part, Gemini's lamp. I just love that even a mechanic in the game has that much lore, though. Like, he's got a whole personality, and also he's a lamp.
Oh, yeah. He's got definitely super lore. Also, nice RNG. Have to roll those guys. A lot of the times they're too far away, and you don't even have to deal with them. But yeah, we're basically, in terms of the lore of the story, we woke up in the train. A butterfly told us, go this way. And we grabbed the lamp that's telling us to go that way, too. So we're going that way. That is the current lore. Oh, I'm really excited. I wanted to do a quick shout out because Catslock never shouts it out, but she beat the game 2 at a time, one hand on each controller. Like, the Bros 2 fight, I'm still just flabbergasted. That is insane. So
I'm blushing. I still don't know how I did that. I started it as a joke and then was like, well, I'm a little too far to quit now.
now we must keep going. And then it's like, Fuel goes down. Well, that wasn't too bad. I like your strategy too.
Fuoco might have been just as bad as BRB2, actually.
Fun fact for speedrun lore, that is the first of 3 thermites, and they all have the name Archbishop Andreas written right on them.
Also, another important lore bit. The place that we are right now is called Krat Central Station. It's very important. We are going to revisit this area eventually. There was a statue in the middle, and that statue was Valentinus Monad, which is the girl who is speaking to us. That's her father. So we'll make those connections soon.
Oh yeah, we have a lot of run. There will be a lot of lore to be told.
but don't forget this area. It's a little important.
Also, this is one of 3 times we'll be seeing this boss.
That's true. Yeah, DLC
That's
as well.
so
yeah.
fun.
Mm-hmm. Well, we only have
So
to fight
this
him
is Parade
twice.
Master.
Yeah.
Oh,
His
that's
first
why they're
boss-
called the Trinity Rooms. Oh.
Oh.
So he's very scripted. If you don't know by now, just really loose breakdown of the glaive. The glaive's ability allows us to parry and do a lot of damage. So that, like that. There you go. There's your... It's not lore, so that's all you get. Parry, big attack, they die. Eventually, we're going to spin. There you go.
So a
Something that
fun
could
little lore
be-
fact about those little signs
Okay.
back there, it's one that you can read. I've checked all of them in the base game. They actually all say the same quote that is directly from the book. I can't remember it verbatim right now, so I don't want to butcher it. But I find that very interesting that they put one quote from the book all over the map. So
That's really cool.
you see it after the bridge jump, right before the bad bridge at the cathedral.
Ah,
Yeah, that's a fun little tidbit.
the boo-boo bridge.
The stinky bridge.
Yes, ouchie bridge indeed.
So yeah, here, if you watch this entire cutscene, you get like a cool intro to the game that shows what's going on. Oops, I
Oh,
skipped
we
it.
skipped it. Oh well, never mind.
Oops,
It
my
just
bad.
basically explains that life was happy and crowd. Oh yeah, here's the blue butterfly, by the way. Here's Sophia. Hi Sophia, lovely to meet you. She gives us a pocket watch. We'll be using that at time and whatnot. Brief explanation about the cutscene that we skipped. It's about 2 minutes long. Krat had like a bunch of they made a bunch of puppets to do like menial work and stuff. And so that all the humans could do all like the joyous creative things, and then suddenly one day all of the puppets decided, actually no, we're just going to start killing everyone. So they did, and that's where we are now. That's where currently all of the enemies are puppets, and they're trying to destroy us for whatever reason. It's kind of rude, honestly, but
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
like one of them.
yeah.
Why are they hitting us? But yeah, very good. We just got our puppet string from you, Jenny, and got some Fable and did some leveling. Stuff has happened.
You could say we're close to a regular rich people row, lore-wise, in
Oh.
this area.
Yes, the goat, Gemini. Oddly enough,
Everyone's favorite character.
one of the most mysterious characters in the game. Leia was my ... Gemini, finish the sentence.
I tore the DLC apart looking for a crumb, a fragment of a hint about him. I got nothing. I did find that interesting picture in the DLC, but I got no lore.
That's true. There's like a time
you know
where
it
like
was
every other
ours.
day I'd get a DM from Cats. Do you think this is Gemini? If I squint, maybe. But yeah,
It's like Where's Wally, but it's Germany instead.
yeah, exactly. It's
Sorry,
a blue
where's
butterfly.
Waldo for you?
Yep, Waldo.
Waldo.
I thought you were just really close with him. On a nickname.
Yeah.
We go way back. Yeah, I call him Wally. By the way, hello, Claw. Welcome in, Traneth. Hello. Doing so bone. What's really nice about this game, I found out doing a lot more casual runs that really being light is what allows us to run past everything in the game. Like a lot of times, if you're just like normal weight, you're slower, and a lot of them actually do stop you. But if you're light, you just cruise by.
I'd say like 75% of every enemy will hit you if you are not running at light load.
Mm-hmm.
Almost everything will if you don't roll it. It's so much more dangerous.
Comes the first trick, and we do it. Okay, we're gonna line it up. Dump! Yay! The
yay.
Dumpador! So that has been voted on in the speedrun community as a legal technique. It is not. It's fine. Let's do a little shortcut
Got out
jump.
of bounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We call that the dump, the donkey jump. As we jump and skip all the way to donkey. Pretty obvious. And here he is. You guys tell the lore of donkey. Here's a speedrun strat. We're going to Fable Parry Heavy him 3 times. That's it.
Donkey is an interesting character because he's kind of a reference to how they're turned into donkeys in the book, or how Romeo is at least. But I digress. He's self-aware. He's completely and totally aware. He even has remarks where he says, like, why do you keep coming back? So he knows that time is even being reversed to save Geppetto's puppet.
He's the only boss
He's a
who
very
references
interesting
that.
character. He's the only
Hashtag
person
donkey
that
was right.
knows. And he is so right. They should really let us in New Game Plus team up with Donkey.
Yeah, if we just get there late, he ends the game right there.
Exactly. New speedrun time.
Yeah, right? Wow. 10 minutes? That's crazy fast.
But yeah, just a quick thing there as well. We freed Geppetto after we beat Donkey, and he tried to give us a hug. We didn't let him, but he basically says, "Hey, can you go like defeat the thing that's in City Hall? Here's the key for it, and then go and find my friend Vanini, who we will hear very briefly
Can I get
later
it?
on."
Hardest boss, this door.
Another thing about Geppetto is
gamer.
when we freed him there, he didn't have something that was in the train with us.
That's true.
Right when we wake up, there's something right next to us. And the reason Geppetto is stuck there is because he can't get that from the train. But we'll figure out that part later.
This is Murphy. I love Murphy.
Yes,
you
One of
take
my
is-
favorite.
Yeah.
a look
This is
at
the
his
Scrap Watchman.
arms, you can see drawings on them.
Oh, can you?
You can. If you see
That's
there's chalk markings
adorable.
on his arms, you can see them especially when he does that slamming down attack. He was very popular with the children, so a lot of kids would come play with him. And that's why he has little drawings on his arms, like a little flower and things. Isn't that precious?
It really is.
Yeah, to give a little context with Scrap Watchman or Murphy, he was a police mascot essentially. That's kind of what they give him to, and he was a big friends with like all the kids and stuff and whatnot, hence the drawings. And we learn all of this and his name from a child that is like a small side quest that no one cares about. I've forgotten his name. His name's like Toma or
Toma.
something. Yeah.
Homa.
But
T-O-M-A.
Murphy's dead now, so
Yeah, you get his whistle and you blow it. Yeah.
something that could be good to mention from time to time if people remember it is the New Game Plus dialogue for each of the bosses.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
something that we learned from once you have beaten the game once, you get a puppet language translator, which means that we are able to understand all of the bosses that are puppets because they speak in a puppet language, and you get a lot more lore and stuff related to them. For example, with Murphy, we learn that like his biggest grievance was that he didn't want all the kids and everyone that was trapped in like the disease zone. That's a whole thing we need to get into.
There's so
from being
much.
from being like stuck out in the cold and whatnot, and he just wanted to protect the kids. Yeah. Another thing, since we mentioned it, is that all the humans that are currently in the city of Krat are the large majority of them are infected with something called the petrification disease, which turns them into like zombies. We'll see them later on. And this entire town has basically been ravaged. If you didn't get killed by a puppet, you got killed by the petrification disease instead. And we're coming into Krat at a terrible time for literally everyone.
Yeah. There's basically 2 pandemics happening at the same time. It's real bad. And we just woke up in a train. That's all. So, fun fact, I have my splits open because there's a lot of hotel spots where we buy and sell a bunch of stuff, and I want to make sure I don't mess those up. So my splits are kind of like hotel, buy 5 of these, buy 6 of these. That was a gold Murphy. That was a really good fight.
Ooh.
Yay.
We
He's
passed
travel
something
spares.
here that's we pass a phone
Ah.
call. You can take several phone calls in this game.
Oh yeah,
And the
right
phone
down
call
there.
is from a very important, very cool
Mhm,
character
mhm,
that we will
uh-huh.
also get to meet later.
The king of riddles. He gives you riddles. That yeah. You get
Yeah.
Trinity
Yeah.
keys from them. Opens up special loot doors. In terms of the game,
We're
it's
also
really
currently
cool.
in like the puppet factory where the puppets are coming from. We're looking for Vanini, who is the he owns said factory, so people think it might be his fault, you know?
That's true. Yeah, they think it's his fault because he made all the puppets. He's like the rich guy. One of the fan favorite NPCs. He's got style. You can't deny it.
He does have style.
Yeah, he's a fun character.
Ooh. So
I love that his lore is very reminiscent of Batman.
yeah, you can definitely
Yeah.
tell with some of the boss designs and weapons even and stuff that the creators are definitely fans of Batman.
They make a lot of references in the game, actually. There's even a meme in the early game that you skip because of the donkey jump where Jiminy says, "Is this a butterfly?" So there's not only references to literature, there is just all kinds of references in these games.
It cracks me up. You just see the meme in your head. What's this?
It didn't hit me
butterfly?
until someone pointed it out, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, that is what he's that
Ooh,
is
so
what
here
he's
comes
doing,
some
isn't it?"
fun speed run lore for my runs. I'm not your
How's
boyfriend.
it
So before the glaive came out, I was running this game. We would use the pipe wrench head with the police baton as our main weapon. But we would use Spectre because it's scary. So I would go over there, and Red Fox, when you get close enough, goes, "Ooh, admirers follow me everywhere." And my instinct was, "I'm not your boyfriend!" And I just grab the item and run. So now it's just a meme in my stream. That's lore. Dunna. Also, that is
So
the
that guy we
first
just
new
passed.
thing from any percent glitchless is grabbing
That
that
guy we just
Stargazer.
passed. That's Vanini. We don't care about him though. He's complaining about that he's lost his like puppet butler. We say we
Yeah.
kind of like go and find him. We kind of do and kind of don't. He just randomly appears in Krat Hotel after
Yeah,
we've
he'll show
beaten
up
this
later.
current
Fun
boss.
fact, he had Red Fox and Black Cat escorting him, and then they just ditched him.
That's so true to their character. He even has dialogue where he'll be like, "Those stalkers just left
Ooh,
me." It's
good
not
time.
very loyal of them.
Also, this is Fuoko. He's a furnace.
He's a furnace. Actually, technically, Fuoko is not just a furnace. He was actually the like fireman of the factory. Essentially, his job was to expel the fires, which is really interesting.
Ooh, we got the
given
good RNG.
his furnace.
He's so familiar with fire that he's perfect for the job.
That's true. Yeah, we won't see it, but in his second phase, he has like these like gunge ball things that he shoots out.
Second phase? What's that?
We don't need that.
We don't need second phases. That was very good. So in terms of the speed run, real quick, that boss into this next boss is, it all depends on how the first one goes, and let's just say that went perfectly. So now this next boss is going to get obliterated.
We're speed running, so it's hard to even notice him. But Pulcinella, which is Vanini's like right hand man,
he was there.
was just kind of sitting on the floor at the end. He's fine. Don't worry. We don't have to help him. He'll make it. But
we cleared
did
the
pass
way
him,
for
so we'll see
Vanini
him
to
later.
go get him and bring him to the hotel. I assume that's what happens. That's where they end up. Has anybody explained what this covenant is of these dark moonstones of the covenant? Whose covenant?
I think it's a reference to Dark Souls.
Could be. Actually, really could be.
I recently was looking at something and I was like, oh, the Dark Moon Covenant, is that what this is a reference to? Because it's a lots of references, so it could be a Dark Souls reference.
Could be, just could be, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of interdimensional stuff. Like, they're literally called interdimensional butterflies, and they're based off of like wishes from different dimensions. It's complex. Also,
if you
I
notice
am
in the
a
very
marathon.
first
I should
cutscene,
just
a
heal
butterfly
once.
comes up to us, and that's representative of a wish reaching us. So we
It's
are
like
actually the
Sophia's
wish.
wish. Yeah. So because Fuoco went really well, I can do this very nice script on this boss. Atoned. She has some really cool lore. She is, dare we say, atoning for her sins. Also, she's dead. Hi.
She's technically optional
Gold!
if you beat someone sooner, but
We're not going
Yes.
to beat that person till the very end.
no.
Well, this is
No, no.
literally the third to last boss we will defeat. Ladies and gentlemen. So, Atoned, her story. Does anyone want to give her story? It's kind of good.
I can give it a try. I'm trying to remember. It
Oh,
was that,
I
like,
could do that. I know it.
yeah, go ahead.
So, Atoned, she was tasked with escorting people to the church because the puppet frenzy broke out. So she's like, I'm going to send them to the church. Then she realized nobody was coming back, and then monsters were coming out of the church. So she's now atoning by stopping anyone else from going to the church for her sins of letting others meet that horrible fate.
And then we killed her.
So that's why she's the atoned. She's trying to atone for her sins.
And the way that she can be optional is you can do a stalker salute, which tells her you know your way around a fight or two, so she will let you go then. But since you don't know that, you seem like a regular old guy, she definitely doesn't want you to go up there.
Mm-hmm.
At any cost.
I'm also assuming we have the like link effect where we don't really speak, sort of. I don't know. Also, this is Greg. Hi, Greg.
Hi, Greg.
I was gonna say, Renee, this is your lore moment.
Yeah,
This is
but
this
yeah,
is
this
Greg.
is the most lore-heavy
He's
character of
looking for
being.
the
Yeah, this is Greg. He's looking for the One Piece.
Yep. This is lore accurate.
He has a wife and a sister and 2 kids.
We'll see them. Well, not the kids.
There's also a lot more lore that Fats doesn't know because I've been trying to write part 2 of the fan fiction for Greg for the past.
She had to work on something like a
December.
thesis or something.
I had to work on a master's degree. Terrible.
The real lore is what you make up along the way.
True. That's why it's over 8,000 words.
It's so great. I love it. Like, it's a really good drama behind the scenes. You know, you think of Manus, you think of Geppetto, but did anyone think of Greg?
Fingers
Also,
crossed
this is
for
the
RNG for you here.
bad word bridge. Because ever since the DLC, if we get really unlucky, this puppet kills, or the monster kills that puppet close enough to us, he sees us and hits us during this cutscene where we can't move. And we do take the damage, and it's bad.
You probably won't be able to see it, but there's
That puppet was the goat.
insignia
though.
on the bridge that in Latin it says we are all sinners, which I find very interesting. Yeah, there's 3 of them on the bridge.
Oh,
And it's the same crying eye symbol that you see kind of here in the center of the door.
fascinating. You're not allowed in the church. Sorry. So just
my
because,
favorite area.
Yep. Just because I'm definitely gonna go for the cool trick, I'm gonna grab this. Just cause. I have a nice little jingle, but it has a bad word in it, so we're just gonna say
fun
fun climb.
Hey,
fun
Andreas.
climb. Yes, we will be going to that fella. So, because nothing went wrong, we can use gravity to save some time. Ow, my legs. It's fine. As long as we do everything perfectly and not mess up, we will make the cycle.
The cycle
Not a
is
well.
there are cogwheels at the top, and if you do it at the exact right time, you can just keep running. You don't have to stop. You don't have to wait for them to spin at the right time.
Also,
But
man, my
unfortunately,
antlers
that
like
requires this hit.
Oh, that's so rude.
Mandatory damage.
I've done
sadly.
thousands of runs, and I'm just like, this will be the run where she doesn't throw acid at me. Nope, it's every single time. So here we're going to use the glaive to do this. Ooh, that was a little close. Can do some air mechanics to essentially wrap around that pillar and save a lot of time.
Yeah, that weapon is the greatest weapon ever for multiple reasons.
Combat, utility, speed. It is the
Puppet
jack of
string
all
is
trades.
it might be tied though.
The puppet strings, I'd say second, because unless you fully upgrade it, it's really not
True.
that great.
It doesn't
in
really do much
combat.
damage.
Oh, should we explain, I guess, the lore of the glaive?
Oh, it's true. I
Um,
don't
'cause
really
we
know the
should.
game
Yeah.
it came from, but
Well, I mean, I don't know the game it came from, but I know it came from another game. Yeah, it's
That's
a
true.
collaboration weapon with Wulong Fallen Dynasty, Chosen Dynasty,
something
it?
like that.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
Whoa, long.
Wolong, that's the one. Yes, my apologies. And it's yeah, after like so many updates, they just sort of gave it in. Like they got the umbrella weapon that we can get in this game, and we got the glaive, and it just so happens to be pretty broken for speedruns, and it's
Very
great.
broken. But you got to know how to use it. But you know, it's
Caliber.
not that.
Yeah, it definitely has a
difficult.
learning
Caliber,
curve.
Dice call.
But you can pick it up. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you learn all the regular parries, you could definitely use the glaive.
Thank you, Claw. That was a good climb. We made it. Yay! Ooh! Now we get to run past her. She's got cool
Her.
lore. Cecil,
Yeah.
Cecil, what is her name?
Yes, I love this character.
Always be true to myself.
The guy that we saw slither down, she greatly admired him and attributes saving
saved
her
her,
life
yeah.
to him.
He took her in.
And she is so distraught that she wants us to go find his what is it
Holy
called?
Seal.
Yes, the holy seal or the holy mark.
Mark,
of
yeah,
the
something. Mark, the
Archbishop.
mark, yeah.
And something very interesting happens to her if you do not do that quest. She actually turns into a monster and threatens to eat your flesh.
Yeah, she's got a really cool voice
So
line.
it's cool. Yeah, it's very cool, but it's also nice to bring
Very
her
Resident Evil vibes.
the mark back, because then she'll give you a record, which gives you humanity, makes you slightly less puppety.
In the Rise of P%, we used to do that, but it turns out Arlecchino's riddles give us a lot. We don't
That
need to
makes
do that.
sense.
Just doing some hotel stuff. Fun fact, every time we run into the training area, it fills our fables to practice with our weapons, but it doesn't take it away once we leave, so you just use it as a little fill up. Saves a lot of money.
It's one of the best mechanics.
Mm-hmm. No, it's my Legion arm. It's attached to me, sir. That's messed up.
He's like, give that back. Where did you find that? I've been looking everywhere for that.
Another key figure in the Greg lore coming up
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
Jessica, which
Jessica.
these puppet string tricks, all credit goes to Cats for starting the voyage. And Renee and I found this one and optimized it perfectly. But this is Jessica. Hi, Jessica.
Lovely, lovely lady up here who's gonna throw stuff at us, and then we're gonna use the puppet string up to her. Thank you, Jessica.
Thank you.
Those
We
curious
love the
Jessica.
puppet string.
Saves
Jessica is the sister of Greg. All complicated, all lovely.
She's
You
mad
know,
at
we're
him.
gonna find Greg's wife soon. Yeah, she's very mad at him.
Greg's actually not a hero in this story.
That's well, you know, that makes his ending even more fitting.
Right, exactly. It's fun. Okay, so we're gonna go this way.
This was my
and-
favorite boss on my first playthrough. I absolutely love Andreas.
Mhm. I love
His
this boss.
dialogue is absolutely like gut wrenching. It's
The
so terrifying when
greed.
he says
Oh,
like,
good
"Where
on
is
you."
everyone?" and is kind of self-aware there for a second that he's a monster. It's just so terrifying because he's like, "All I was greedy for was gold. You know, anyone would do it." And I'm like, you know, that is kind of human nature. Isn't all good, which
But he's a
you see lot
holy
of in this
man.
game.
He's not supposed to be greedy. He's supposed to give to the needy. By the way, here's all of the 3 Archbishop Thermites that we picked up. He's gonna do a poke. Poke. Slap. Spin! Low roll. That's okay. He died.
Nice.
Yay! We did it! Woo woo! So the elemental damage in this game is busted. Very good. It's not even necessarily a glaive thing. It just makes our very powerful glaive even more powerful. Also, this is Alidoro, or is it?
Ooh.
Whoa.
And he has all the best stuff in the game.
He really does.
He carries the boss amulets and weapons, and the boss amulets are very important in the speed run.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we will
Probably
be
just
using
as much
3 of
as
them.
the elemental damage.
Yeah, I really like how everything comes together and you can just like stack stuff to really make builds and get really powerful. But the elemental damage is massive for anything. It's essentially if you
Stargazer.
Yep. Also, it's like if your glaive is on fire, you will do physical and fire damage, and then if the enemy's on fire, they will take more fire damage. So we do more fire damage through our glaive. Also unique to any route that goes to the DLC, we have to take that Stargazer instead of a different one.
We got a brief glance at the reason you have to take that Stargazer, and it was another Stargazer that just looked a little different.
Yeah, but we don't have the item to activate it, which we don't get for another like 30 minutes, if not more. Thank you,
We get it
Chairman.
right before the best fight.
Oh yes. I'm so happy the Rose Sword just deletes Bros 2. It's so good. Oh yeah. Fun fact, so for this category, one of the main reasons I really wanted to do it was labbing out all of the revisits that we go back to at the end because it's all bosses. Sadly, the strat is we still just run past all of the bosses and then come back later when we're at the end game and very strong and melt them. But after we beat the DLC, we get a very, very broken, powerful weapon that we will use to cheese a lot of the late game bosses. You don't want to miss it. It's very
My favorite
exciting.
character, Bucket Bro.
I was gonna say this guy who's behind the gate.
No, this big monster.
Ah, yes.
I have my own lore.
This is Derek.
I think that's Derek now.
Okay. Yep. There we go.
I think that makes sense. I'm sure he knows Greg. I'm sure they go way back.
Right,
Yeah,
normally,
yeah,
I
for
would
sure,
not
yeah.
grab this because we grabbed the other one, but it's a marathon, so Justine.
Here's those two
I'm just gonna
very
let-
friendly people again.
Yeah, we know.
Black Cat and Red Fox.
Yep.
They're just
Fun
here to
fact,
help.
Black Cat is one of the only characters that's shorter than P.
That's a fun fact. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's one of the few
Also,
enemies that's actually
lady with
shorter
a
than him.
jar. Hi, lady with a jar. What's up, girl? How you doing? Renee?
That's Greg's wife.
Yep.
Her name's Tabitha. She owns the bar there.
We're gonna go kill her
Also
landlords,
annoyed with Greg. Yeah,
the cats.
that's true. We need to explain about the landlords. This is the Marlem district. It's like the slums essentially, and it's kind of controlled and owned by this group called the Black Rabbit Brotherhood.
Hate these guys.
I hate these guys. We're just about to
Second
run past
riddle
another
phone.
phone call.
The answer is boa
doesn't matter, though.
constrictor digesting. Trust.
No.
my favorite answer.
Sorry, keep going, Renee.
But yeah, they're essentially in control of the entire district, and they're very selfish and mean. Look, that one put a trap down. That's so mean.
Invisible
But
bear traps.
we're about to go fight them. I technically in this fight we only fight. Well, after getting some items, we only fight one of the siblings in this. We fight the big brother, because the rest of them kind of get away, I guess. I don't
Fun
know.
fact,
We
there
could-
was loot right in front of this guy the whole time. He couldn't open this box. So, of course, we open the box and sell it to him. Fun fact, all 5 of those, all 3 of those, all 3 of those, and that, they're all for the DLC. We have everything we need for the DLC now.
I was gonna say, do you want to get the shortcut? But
Nope. Confidence.
okay, confidence. No faults. We'll be fine.
Confidence. No regards. All right, bros.
Oh.
What?
Yes.
These
Quick and easy
characters
fight.
have a lot of lore.
So much. And we're speed running, so we're like seeing it all really quickly. All right, here we go. Fire.
Basically, they really love each other as siblings,
One,
but they're not very
two.
good
They do.
people.
No.
Add RNG.
And Bucket keeps on forgetting the keys.
But basically, the little bros start spawning in if we do enough health to big bro. But if we just kill him fast enough, it doesn't matter. Hi. Also, Red A, found out because I finally remembered, this tech really does save a ton of time. So because
You're welcome.
we don't need the gold coin fruit, we could just grab this quartz and go back to the hotel. We don't need no gold coin tree.
Something that we do skip over here, not
That's
just a gold
so
coin
smart for
tree,
all bosses.
is a portrait of a boy that just so happens to look very, very identical to us. Oh boy, I
Wow.
wonder if there's a
It looks
reason
just
for that
like
later
you.
on. Oh, another
One, two.
thing we skipped over. There's a cutscene just after Bishop that shows the ego,
Oh,
or as
yeah.
it's later explained, the like soul of both Murphy, Fuoko, and I think the Archbishop as well.
Yeah, him
Like
as well.
going into this big machine type thing, and then we see a man sitting evilly at a sofa and laughing up in like a chair, laughing about it.
He's lounging.
He's lounging. He's so evil. He's lounging.
Yeah, so unfortunately, us killing those 3 large bosses benefited someone in a way that we did not realize at the time, because we're a puppet. We're not self-aware enough to be
We're just
more
Link.
human.
We're just
to know
listening
that.
to what Dad says. Dad says jump,
Yep.
we jump.
Dad is our Grand
Unfortunately.
Covenant.
Basically. Right.
The Grand Covenant is a rule. It's laws that all puppets are bound to. Like that's
It's their
hardwired into
code,
them.
yeah.
But P does not have that. That's why he has the ability to lie.
Mm-hmm.
But
Whatever he pleases.
I thought context might help.
Maybe a little.
Oh, I guess we already had to talk to Antonia. I guess we didn't mention her at all, but Antonia's kind of...
She owns the hotel.
She
also
says that she
getting
recognizes us
Also true.
because of that portrait that we saw earlier. So there's a reason for all of that. We'll figure all that out later, though.
There's some stuff.
She's a great character, though. She's a very sweet... She's very much like, I always called her P's grandma, just because it feels
Yeah.
like that. She loves to see you can put on this outfit, and she's like, oh my, for a minute there you look just like...
I felt
Boy in the
so
portrait.
bad in my first playthrough when I got to the thing where you can like say, do I still look beautiful? And you can say no or yes. And I accidentally said, no, there's nothing left. And I was
Wow.
like, wow, I'm a monster. My bad. Adelina Corday, the singer in the red dress. Oh, love Gemini.
Adelina Corday is one of the prettiest characters in the entire game, and I think it's a juxtaposition to how incredibly evil she is.
She's terrible.
She
Absolute
is
horrible.
absolutely evil. She is one of
Poor
the, and I think
white
you find
lady.
monstrous, like Andreas was like, he expressed remorse there at the end, and I think that Adelina still would have done it any day of the week.
Speaking of Adelina, though, this is her sister, the white lady, who is like, oh, puppets killed my sister, so I'm going to kill you. Her sister isn't dead. You can actually
Spoilers,
find her
yeah.
later on.
She is
Sort
not
of
dead.
She's not dead, but she appears to be dying of the petrification disease, and we can give her an apple, and she gives us a vinyl. But she admits that because both of her and her sister were singers, and she admits that she poisoned her sister in
Terrible.
order to destroy her voice.
Yeah, she's
to
like,
be
she's
the
going to be better than me
one.
when she gets older. I must sabotage her. Classic. She's horrible.
We also run past a guy there that we don't really
Julian!
interact with. It's a side quest. Julian, yes. Julian is in love with, mentions that his loved one.
Yeah.
He mentions that his loved one is further up, and he wants to see us to check if she's okay and whatnot. And we find out that not only is she dead, but she's also a puppet.
She's just a puppet? I can't
Wow.
believe Gemini
Wow,
would say
Gemini.
that. He says that when
Gemini,
he...
you're a lamp.
Yeah, you're just a lamp. What do you? What if I just dropped you, bro? Also,
The
love...
fun thing about that
this one.
apple that you can give Adelina, though, is we actually I've seen it's people theorize it's a reference to like a poison apple. So we poison her back. That's why she dies immediately afterwards. And says it's so sweet because I think it's arsenic. There's some poison that's very, very sweet, so you don't notice it. I was like, oh, that's interesting. I mean, at least we kind of avenge the white lady with that, because it is sad we kill her.
Yeah, it's self-defense.
And
you took my sister from me.
She got
it's like, no, I didn't. I don't know what you're talking about.
With the poison.
Yeah.
Oh, another thing that's different than most runs, we need the Stargazer, because as you can see, boss health bar with a name means we have to kill it, but we'll do that later.
Not every boss does this, but because she was a musician, she actually has dialogue where she says, I can hear your springs. There's only a few other people in the game that know P is a puppet upon meeting him because they can hear that he
Survivor's one of them.
It's very interesting. That's why I was like, I'm going to bring it up before we get all the way back there.
Yeah, right? Good call. But here's the beautiful Opera House. I love it. It's one of my favorite places in the game. And unfortunately, as a speedrunner, we skip all of it.
I think I'm the only person. This is my least favorite place in the entire game. Hate this place, so I love that skip.
You're not. My partner also absolutely hated this. Loved the aesthetic, hated this entire area, though. And I completely understand. It's such a maze. Every enemy hurts so much.
The big spider ladies give the little enemies like an attack boost.
Yeah.
So you are just... And a defense boost. Yeah, it's a rough place to hang out. That's for sure. Very nice place.
This is my best friend.
King of Puppets in the cutscene we skip is like, hey, would you like to join me?
He finally gave the good RNG.
This is what Geppetto's doing. Join me so we can like make things better, and we reject him because Dad told us to kill him, so we're going to kill him. But upon second phase, we discover that there's actually someone inside of it called Romeo. Romeo is very important. We will be encountering Romeo later. We find out that through the Opera House that Romeo is an experiment of some kind, which we will also find a bit about later. But yeah, he's entirely scripted, so we can just kill him really easily. An amazing boss, though.
Helene, we got the good RNG in phase 1 too. Yay!
Yeah, Romeo's a great character. Fun fact about the outfit that you get from killing Romeo. It tells you the details of how Adelina Corday is very famous because in one of her greatest performances, she played not only the role of herself, the girl, but she was also the male lead.
She was like the king,
and was wearing that outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's such a
And you can find the crown of that outfit in the DLC.
Such a great outfit.
I like that they added the crown in the DLC. Nice little touch.
But since we've now killed Romeo, like Gemini said, all of the puppets are seeming really sort of downtrodden and sad and whatnot, like they've lost something vitally important, but Dad's like, good job for killing the King of Puppets, maybe the puppets will now stop being mean to us. Almost like Dad possibly knows something. Fun fact about that door, we can just do it from the other side. Don't need to be
also, if these dogs are perfectly synchronized, they can time their attacks to kill me when iframes go away. One of them is being very aggressive.
Nice. Yeah,
we're alive.
Full on combo there, dog. Calm down.
Yeah, that was like, what, 6 hits? What are you, Arlecchino?
Yeah, that was a little extra.
I learned this one from my friend Romeo. Oh, yes. Kind of like, in my opinion, as like a runner, this part is almost like a breath of fresh air. Get a little time to just breathe, wait a little bit for some cutscenes.
Also a great break in terms of lore as well, because there's kind of nothing here.
That's true.
If you ever want like a filler area of the game, it would be this. Not only because like there's nothing really here, it's also a case of it's such a maze of an area as well.
Yeah, it kind of
the only important thing here is there is a piece of lore that tells you that the Monad Charity House is also called the Rose Estate, because that has confused a lot of people. So I think that's the most important thing, lore-wise, in the entire arcade.
I suppose with that,
Nice.
we also learned that the Monard Charity House is a like boarding school for kids to not only learn education and stuff, but to also learn specific like areas of like occupational, vocational things, stuff like being a stalker, aka like a hunter, or like being a building puppets or anything like that. We're gonna skip over that note though because
I completely forgot. Actually, there's another piece of lore right here in this greenery area that explains how Vanini has a lot in common with Batman. Vanini's parents were both killed.
That's
very Batman style by a character that we're going to meet later in the game.
Yep. Denise lore is pretty tragic.
It is so sad.
But he's doing good. I like him for how he
handles.
handles. He handles it pretty well. He's doing great.
He's got a great attitude about everything too.
Get out of my way. Okay, open the door. 1, 2.
I recently learned, Fats, if you just annoy those enemies back there, they eventually just blow themselves up. Did you know that?
No. That sounds
they
awesome.
They won't do anything else. I was cracking up. They sprint at you and then they blow up.
That's hilarious.
Fun little random fact about those guys.
Does it take a while then? I've never seen that.
I wouldn't say it's too long, but it's just enough that I was joking. I annoyed them to death. They were like, I can't take this anymore.
I can't take this.
Just leave me alone.
All right, Jester, one of the easiest mini bosses in the speedrun script. 3 charge heavies into a spin. Wait a second. Do another one.
You have to specify in the speedrun script because many people casually hate that Jester.
Oh, yeah.
He's
I've been
terrible.
doing Archipelagos.
Yes.
Awful.
He's brutal.
That he has attacks that are so confusing and
the first one is really slow, but they double hit you. Yeah, and break is a terrible status element.
And then
you
you
have
put
to
like
perfect block,
2
perfect block,
others
twice
in
in a
the
row.
game.
All
right, what was that, Renee?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, they put like
There's
2 others in the game as well. There's the one that's the one in the Abbey, and then there's the one in the DLC with fire.
Yeah, that one's the super
upgraded
version.
I actually like the fire one.
He's cool, but he's
fun, yeah.
The whole DLC did. I was getting.
That's true.
I was dying left and right, and I had so much health.
The Parade Master in the DLC whomped me.
Really?
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Hit pretty hard.
He hit really hard. I don't wear armor so I can run faster because it bothers me. And then he I don't know. He had many vertical slams. I'm like, no way you're gonna slam an 8th time in a row, but he would.
This is probably a really massive area to mention in terms of lore. This is the Grand Exhibition. This was like an exhibition show that they were going to do as Krat was fully coming together and whatnot to showcase all the puppets, or the puppetry that they were building and whatnot, and showcasing it off to investors and showcasing Krat for how it was now. But obviously it never happened, so now it's just filled with nasty, nasty puppets and stuff.
I'm so handsome.
That's the only Adelina Corday outfit that we get, which is tragic. We should get the red dresses.
The red dress would be
We should get it because it'd be a reference to Bloodborne, right?
Yes, 100%.
Exactly.
Stalkers.
See?
Yeah.
But also,
stalkers.
P would look lovely in that red dress.
Agreed. That is our last Dark Moon Moonstone of the Covenant, so we can +3 our Glade. You need 1 to +1, 2 to +2, 4 to +3. Yes, that's how math works.
The fancy boss weapons only go to +5. That's where they max out, but regular weapons go to +10. The difference between a +2 and a +3 is enormous.
Oh yeah, very big.
It is game changing.
Okay, leveling.
I guess we haven't mentioned Eugenia's lore, but she is from. How do they describe it? Yeah, I was going to say it's very vague, and she mentions that she's kind of just from across the ocean. But if you read the weapon description of the katana that you get in the game,
Does know her way around a weapon.
which is Alidoro's like main weapon. It
Mhm.
mentions that Alidoro, or should I say the tracker potentially, are actually related to Eugenie, and it's from where they're from. It's a very interesting little. I love the little lore bits that you read in the weapons and things like that.
Her story's sad and fascinating. Kind of good for
She's
her though. She actually ends up fine. It's nice.
she's so
Unless you
kind.
do one of the endings.
Yeah.
But besides the point,
I mean,
Well, we're not going to do that,
yeah.
so
we're not gonna do that.
we don't have to mention that one.
We have to
True.
fight, you know, that
Oh,
boss that we
gonna
actually
throw at
saw
me.
at the
I'm gonna go
beginning of the
right.
game unknowingly.
Okay, that was a little
Nice,
weird.
nice.
We're
Easy section.
fine.
Yeah, those guys spinning sometimes can be so frustrating.
Well, if you shoot too early and he does the one opener where he does like a little, I'm spinning, I got my hat. Yeah, you miss him with the puppet string, which is what happened.
There's an NPC
Rude.
up here that we completely skip because she's not important to the speedrun, but her name is Belle, and it's a reference to Beauty and the
Please
Beast
forget
because
about
her
her.
partner turns into a monster, and we go and find him for her. But yeah, she's right over there, on kind of a little floor lower than we are. But yeah, she's just a little reference to Beauty and the Beast mostly. She doesn't have too much lore outside
Sad
that.
story. It's sad. They're all sad stories. Hers doesn't end very well for her. I mean, she's
Yeah,
fine,
she
but-
gets mad at you when you talk to her,
The
and it's
truth
like, I
hurts!
just did what you asked.
Right,
Poor
now we're
P, he
going
can't
to
win in that scenario.
Finish our belt by putting the best item in the game, the shot put, in.
Truly.
Kill this guy, cause money. In other routes, it's for Fable, but we have full Fable, so I don't know.
You got
Money,
plenty of
fun, cause we can. Also, third riddle phone. Just thought I'd point that
Yeah,
out.
Rouge, just keep on like leaving him on red, I guess. Like pick
Yeah.
up the phone for once. It's so rude.
Listen, how? It's not
There's
my
a,
phone. I'm not answering someone else's phone.
There's like a room that you pass back there called the Saintess Mercy like statue room.
Mm-hmm.
And basically the only important thing about it is P's mom actually invented that statue. Or I guess I shouldn't say
Yes.
P's mom. Camille is actually Geppetto's wife who passed away tragically. She was also a great inventor. And there was a statue outside where we fought Romeo that was dedicated to her, as well as one dedicated to Antonia, who was in the hotel. She actually sponsored the opera house, and that's why it exists.
Ah. This is
Okay,
Victor.
time for
He's the
Liza P. Hulk.
heavyweight champ. Think I got it? Nope. That's okay. We're gonna stun
So,
him.
I guess
here.
this is Champion Victor. Victor was like I don't know, what's
Heavyweight
like a
champion
wrestler
of the world.
Yeah, heavyweight champion of
Not
the
greedy.
world type thing. Was mainly putting on shows prior to this, but he became friends with these people called the Alchemists, who were doing experiments on like creating immortality and like upgrading humans essentially. And Victor is like one of the successful examples of a successful candidate.
Love his tech. Hold left.
And speaking
Nice.
of the alchemists, there was a statue that I mentioned earlier about the Blue Fairy or Sophia's father, Valentinus Monad. He was actually the head of the alchemists there for a little bit, but he was removed. They no longer needed his services.
And Grundy. I always thought he was like Bane. He does give Batman vibes.
Small cutscene we skipped there.
Laxasia
the
murders.
Big bad,
Victor.
yes, big bad guy who was sat laughing in his chair earlier, lounging, God forbid.
Lounging.
And his like main
Menacingly.
assistant, Lax, Laxasia, throws a thing, kills Victor, as he's being like boasting and stuff.
One of my
and
favorite
then,
men. I'm a better man.
And then Manus is like, ooh, ergo is souls, Geppetto's kind of stinky. I'm going to become a god. And that's that's the gist. That's the gist.
That's pretty good.
And if-
I'll give it to you.
If
And
you
he's
paid
like-
enough attention in that cutscene earlier where those three
Yes, yes.
bosses benefiting someone, it was him. You can kind of tell by his outfit that that's
He
who
was the
was kind
lounging
of
guy.
receiving the ergo of those bosses you killed.
Lounging menacingly.
Lounging menacingly is my new favorite description. That's so funny. It's like the perfect way to describe a cat.
Yeah.
That's so true.
What are you doing, menacingly lounging there?
Speaking of cats, I don't know if we passed the cat, but there is a cat that lives in the
That's
hotel, and its
true.
name
Oh
is
my gosh.
Spring, which is so cute because spring, hello, like a spring in gear, adorable.
Yeah. Springs are
Yeah.
reacting. Yep.
But Spring is also actually based on, including the name, the cat
Bonbon.
of the main developer of Lies of P.
If you
Who's
beat
called
the
Bonbon.
DLC and go through the whole credits, you get to see a picture of the real cat, Bonbon.
If you go behind your Jenny, there's like a bed for Spring, and there's also these other little figurines of animals. I've always wondered if those figurines were also pets of the devs.
Oh, that's
Because there's
so
a few
cute.
dogs, things like that, and they're much smaller, obviously, than Spring is. But another kind of interesting thing about Spring is I think Spring is what tells you how long ago the DLC was, because Spring is also in the DLC, and
Yeah. And it's very
it's
cute.
younger.
You can get Spring a
It's just
collar
little
in the
collar.
DLC. It's
I-
so cute.
Fats, I know you're speedrunning, but could we have a pet cat?
Ooh, if we're
You pet the cat?
still, if we're not like super behind on time, yes. Because I did a full run
Yeah.
of this yesterday. I did a 3-hour estimate just to be safe. Like if I lose to multiple bosses and get stuck. But yesterday I did a full run, which had multiple deaths, and it was like 2 hours and 36 minutes. So we'll probably have time.
Yeah. It's vitally important.
It is important. Pet the cat. I was almost wondering, I'm like,
Pet
we'll
the
probably
cat.
have time to not skip the Arlecchino cutscene. Also, I did not pay attention to Bolton. We ran past Bolton. We have to light
We
this
did.
Stargazer, and if Bolton doesn't do a full combo, we have to quit out, or he will do murder on us while we're lighting the Stargazer.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will.
Cats
You'll
is
turn
like,
around and think,
"Really?"
"Oh, good, he's not following you." Yes, he is.
Start lighting it. He's just
He's right behind
sprinting
you.
around the corner.
He's getting closer, I promise.
Oh, we didn't explain about the swamp. So the swamp, Gemini explained it a little bit. To quote Gemini, it's a puppet graveyard. This is where they essentially dump all the old pieces of puppets and whatnot, and I guess all of the goo that's in the puppets. Now I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure why there's massive turret towers. I suppose it's to stop like poachers and stuff from stealing parts. But yeah, it's a massive dump site essentially for puppet parts and bodies and whatnot, which is why a lot of the puppets here will be in pieces or like just a torso. But there's
Mhm.
also people here too, who were, I guess, miners and workers on this site as well. Who have been turned into carcasses, as they're referred to, because of the petrification disease.
Yep.
There's another
But,
human there as well, but we'll see him
That's
later.
true, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of my
That's the
favorite,
favorite.
my favorite weapon in the game, regular weapon, is a little bit further than we are currently. And I think a little fun fact about it is it's a broken sign pole, like a street pole.
Oh, I love it.
And if you
One of my
look at it
favorites.
closely, it actually says Toyland on it, because yet
Which-
another reference.
Reference to the
I just
novel.
think
They go
that's so
there in
fun.
the book. Yep. That one's cool.
And it's such a great weapon.
It's so good. I judge weapons by mainly their charge heavy attacks or their
Yep,
fable arts.
and
Mainly
you can
their
do
charge
4
heavies.
of those before a riposte. It's wild.
That is wild. This is the one category where there's a really, really hard trick that has still not been done in like a world record route. The dump 2.0. But in this
This
category,
one
we
is
actually
so
don't
hard.
want to do that because we want to come up here because we want to take out this turret because we got to take out this puppet of the futures later. Take out this guy and the turret.
Nice.
Fine. Drop down. And next
There's a
is
little
gonna be the
lore
swamp.
that we skip up there too that mentions This next boss likes to collect bodies of broken puppets for some reason, and we will find out why
Yeah, right.
very quickly.
I feel like this one's the only real easy to miss side quest because it's like weirdly timed.
Yeah.
But Hugo over there,
Yeah.
wanna go talk
So
to him.
actually, if you mistime that and he's not there, his dialogue still happens, even if
really?
he's literally physically not there.
That's weird.
Because you can do that in
Interesting.
such a weird order. Yeah, I did it very, very late when Hugo was already at the hotel,
Oh,
and I was hearing a Hugo ghost.
the ghost
Whoa,
of Hugo.
Hugh Ghost.
Hugh Ghost. That's great.
Oh, it was right there. That's perfect.
Okay.
We're on a nickname basis with him now. Hugo doesn't have too much lore. He's just kind of like a treasure hunter, but he seems to be like a young guy. I think
He's
Swampy's a
cool.
little more interesting.
Yeah, this guy, on the other hand, Swampy, as we call him, Green Monster of the Swamp, that's just a bit too many words, so Swampy it is. As we mentioned, yeah, collects puppets, collects shiny things, like a magpie. But speaking of collecting bodies, yeah, you may recognize this puppet that he's
Murphy,
currently,
what are
like,
you doing
invaded.
here?
This is Murphy, or the Watchman from earlier. Unfortunately, Swampy has taken control of it. Luckily for us, it's the same attacks, but like slightly
the
different
most
times.
part,
which makes
yeah.
it easier. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a really fun fight. The arena.
It starts
is the
off,
real
if you
challenge
start
in here,
learning the
so-
speed run to this game, this boss is horrible and you start to hate it. Then you start
Yeah.
to figure it out and you're like, oh, this is fun. I actually like fighting this guy now. Also, classic case of, hey, you were right on the other side the whole time. Why didn't you help?
Also, if you notice in the cutscene, Swampy comes from the left there, and there's nothing there but a wall, so that also doesn't make sense, but whatever. I played this too
Just
many
comes
times.
out of the trash or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
kind of. He just appears out of a rock wall, and that's fine.
Mentioning Alidoro, in that moment, he mentions like I finally have the last hero weapon in hand. The weapon we get from Swampy is the is that the two dragon
It's
sword?
the two dragon sword.
It
Yeah.
It's
is.
the two dragon sword, and that is the one that I believe you mentioned earlier, Katz, about that if you look at the lore and Eugenie and whatnot, that is the one that was built in
It was
or
from her
created in the
homeland.
East.
Yep.
Yes, yeah. And it is the original weapon of Alidoro, or the Tracker, as he's also called. Because it could be, spoilers, that the Alidoro we talk to here is not the real Alidoro.
Dun dun dun.
What? That's
What?
crazy.
That is.
Oh, we also
exciting.
get like this thing called like the Golden Ego from Swampy as well. That like powers a submarine later. That's besides the point.
Yeah, that's kind of like the lore we get. Like, I don't really get anything else from it. I don't know. It has a
even-
weird description, but it's just like, yeah, we get it from Swamp Monster and we powers the submarine.
Even Swampy though, Swampy doesn't have a lot of lore. I think the only thing they mentioned was that like a bunch of
He just
think
killed
the
an expedition
alchemists-
crew into the swamp.
yeah,
Mhm.
the alchemists have been hiring stalkers to go down and like try to kill this thing, and
Well,
they
didn't
just
they want to like
have not been
collect puppets
successful.
for Manus so he could get more ergo or
That's
something?
true.
So their
A
expeditions
little
were to just go get
fun
puppets
lore
and
is
everything.
we're passing the train that we woke up
Oh
in.
yeah,
Yes.
we woke up right
And
over
if
there.
you go back in there, there is a very distinct suitcase missing that we woke up next to.
And you can open
There
the door
is-
behind us at the start of the game.
Yes, there's also
Our secret
a
Jiminy dialogue.
whoa,
Oh,
a breakable
oops.
door.
Almost forgot something. I forgot the shortcut. I just went in go mode.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for Robbie, yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna come back and kill Robber Weasel. Kind of as obvious as you think. She's a robber. It is a she if you look at the armor piece. But yeah, we'll come back later. No, I'm good. No, I will
She just
not.
wants to help you find your way, I'm sure. She seems quite welcoming.
I mean, she did just ask me for everything I got. I think it's a robbery. She's just
A
trying
lot of
to
her dialogue
help.
also implies that you visibly look very well off, wealthy. You're probably clean. You're coming from the hotel. You know what I mean? Like
She sees my
she's probably
lantern
I've
and
been
she's
in.
like, "Ooh, that'd fetch a high price, a talking lantern."
Yes, that's actually probably exactly what she was after is Gemini.
Mm-hmm. The real treasure all along, the power of friendship.
What?
Yeah.
I think the rubber weasel stuff becomes funnier if you're wearing like the most ridiculous outfit as well. That she like looks at you wearing, say,
Is that
like
a bucket
the
on your head?
parade. It's like you're wearing the parade master head and like the most ugliest clothing you've ever seen. And rubber weasel's like, yeah, this
Give me that.
person, they must have a lot on them.
Give me that.
Like
Give me that.
Donkey's outfit is visibly dirty, and she's like,
Oh.
"I think I'm gonna rob this guy."
I bet if I clean it, I could fetch a high price. Mm-hmm. Nice.
To be
shark
fair,
this
she
heavy.
just
guy-
wants a full belly.
This guy doesn't have any lore, but there's this place in the swamp that's a weird side quest, and it's that monster, like the same kind of monster, who's actually the reporter Medoro that was very close with Sophia. It's kind of some random lore, but you get to hear some interesting dialogue as he like passes away. And there's also a little bit of lore about how like time passes interestingly and the butterflies are affecting time. I think it's just referencing how Sophia is controlling time, but it's a little interesting one-off lore
It's
that involves
fascinating.
one of those enemies.
Mm-hmm. It
So,
also is
is-
themed that Klaus is Medoro, an alias, using his Klaus.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
This used to be the workshop's transportation.
Workshops,
So as you can see, Pratt currently looks a little bad. The
This-
like, yeah, the ego and like the souls basically have sort of been corrupting and growing
This
underneath
stuff
the
coming
town.
out of the ground is called crowd with a K, and it's like corrupted ergo. That is just
Yeah.
It's the
coming
raw
straight out of the
ergo.
earth. And
Yeah.
under those stairs is actually lore that mentions this is a sign of the end of the world. Is the crowd coming through the ground?
Over. We're gonna save the broken world. Spoon. Nice. Now we obviously don't need to, but I'm gonna just grab the stargazer just in case.
Not a bad idea.
It's funny. I'm gonna grab this, but I'm definitely not grabbing that shortcut.
Nah, you got it from
Because then we
there.
can just
There's-
redo the
you
cool
got
puppet string trick. This one's cool. Left, right, hello, wee. Now we're up here. Yeah, I do like a hard right and then a hard left. I've noticed. I remember you were having problems with that, and I was like, I've never gotten
If you-
stuck there. And then I got
If you
stuck there for
turn
the
your
first time.
camera
ever.
too fast, his hitbox can be in a weird spot. It's not that I don't go to the side; it's that I was turning my camera too fast.
Oh, it's so weird.
If you don't turn it at all and you just run to the left and then the right, it's never a problem. I was so annoyed. And see, that's the kind of stuff you learn the hard way.
Gotta love it. Oh, he's already over here. Oh, sir.
I wish those enemies had like lore. They're kind of interesting.
Kind of neat. Why do we have flamethrower puppets? Okay, if
'Cause
we go
alchemists.
fast enough.
He's
That's
like
alchemy,
Robert
Gemini.
Clark,
Come
but as
on.
an enemy.
Oh, ow.
Mhm. Well,
That's a
Sorry,
little pain.
so
That's
weird.
okay, hopefully. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Hopefully she doesn't do that, but she did. It's fine. Lady, you're being rude.
everything's fine.
Okay. Ooh,
Okay.
Okay.
Jeez.
Ooh, doo, 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 doo. That's how it goes.
That was the Walker of Illusions.
Walker of Illusions. This version.
She has a sister.
Yeah. Yes, she does.
She can like duplicate herself, which is strange, but there's a little note that mentions she was kind of a failed project. So they just left her up there, I guess.
Just yelling forever. Ooh. That one was a little dicey, but we got it. So this script is
Here
pretty
comes
solid,
our-
but she
our
can give
perfect
us a
number 2.
fast attack. Oh, yep.
I'm excited to see our third parade master later.
We are gonna run past that one. Spoilers.
Oh no, I did. He doesn't have the health bar in the name, so
That's true.
We do not need to kill him. Okay. Here we
So
go.
yeah, as we said, it's parade master, but as the name says, it's a corrupted parade master, and that's the entire.
That's the
thing.
worst kind. Thankfully, new Blade Runner, amazing fella, found this script, and it works pretty much just guaranteed, except this guy can live and be a problem. But we got the repose, so it's fine.
nice.
Yay! Guys, we did it. We made it deathless to the DLC.
Yeah.
Time, let's go.
Woo.
Let's get back to the hotel.
I guess something we really quickly glossed over was there was a conversation between Sophia and Manus, but they're talking through the Ergo and stuff, and Manus is like, "Ooh, I can hear you. I can
Cool
hear you
party
doing bad
trick.
things." And you discover upon entering the hotel right now that Manus has sent the fox, the cat, and quote unquote Alidoro to come and destroy the hotel and steal a couple of things here, including Geppetto.
Including our
Geppetto has
dad. They stole him.
including our dad. They stole the dad.
How dare you? That was my
I know,
dad.
so rude.
Took everything that wasn't nailed down, even our dad.
I knew I should have taped him to the chair.
This is for your own good, Dad. I'll be right back.
Trust me, I've just got a feeling that something's gonna happen. So this is always some
So we're gonna-
funny lore I like to do. Geppetto's been kidnapped. Oh, I don't care. I mean, oh no, sorry, Dad. Let's go save him. Yeah. We know he's
Do you-
evil.
Do you say yes to him before Manus?
Yeah, just a guaranteed nameless spawn.
I always pretend that when I say yes, I'm being as sarcastic as possible.
Yes, you were the
Yeah,
greatest
totally,
father.
Dad. You were fantastic. Like, let me get you a mug that says "World's Greatest Puppet Master / Dad." Like,
Slash dad. That's the best. So we do some selling of some stuff. Then we're gonna buy that and that. Oh, excuse me.
I guess something we never mentioned was there's like a P organ, which is basically the
Our heart.
equivalent of a skill tree, but it's also our heart. It functions as our heart, and the P organ upgrades are very, very important. I know Fats definitely takes one for at least to hold an extra Fable Catalyst. No,
Oh yeah, there's some very important
Yeah.
ones.
there's one that reduces your
Sprinting.
stamina consumption from running, which is probably. I mean, if I had
It's
to
one of
play
the
with
hugest
one,
ones
it
for
would be
speed
that one.
running. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's quite important. Geppetto gives you a whole talk about it at the beginning.
Yeah, there's a cutscene. Obviously, we skip. Also, I find the way they do this DLC is funny. There will always be a dialogue. Either if you go to the DLC immediately, it's like, "Are you sure? It's pretty hard." But if you don't go to the DLC and you start going to Bros 2, it says, "Hey, there's a DLC back there." It's like, "What do you want from me?"
You
You
go and
want
it's
to
like,
go to
I
the
don't think you're ready, and then you leave, and it's like, hey, but are you sure?
Are you sure there's a DLC? We worked really hard on it.
Make up your mind, Liza P.
Getting mixed messages.
Yeah, right.
I like to
Also-
think that they're warning you about specifically the first area because there are some lovely dogs here that welcome us, and they
What?
ouch.
I've never seen
Wow.
that. What? I was like buried in the snow.
You've been there for weeks, Fats.
Oh my gosh. I've just been
He was really passed out.
Yeah, I was just taking a nap. Getting my beauty sleep. So this is the lovely DLC.
Be on the lookout, pal.
Your classic snowy area in a
Yep.
Souls game.
I like it. I don't know.
Oh, I love this area.
I don't mind that it's like, yeah,
I don't think
DLC, of course,
there's
snow
any-
area is fine.
DLC area that I dislike.
No, there's just some
I
that
think
I
the lab's my
dislike
favorite
because I
area.
speedrun it. So like certain areas are
that-
just
and that's-
mean. Mark Yonasu.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
The greenhouse.
The
does
first time
suck.
I was trying to run around there, I was like, how on earth is Fats doing this? What are you supposed
Because
to do
they
in this
gave me
place?
a rocket spear. That's literally the only reason. You can't run past them otherwise. It's
Oh,
ridiculous.
hey, that's Krotzu.
Oh
I
yeah.
thought that burnt down.
I thought it burnt down.
What in the blazes?
How in the blazes?
Yes, it is.
Ah, Jiminy. Jiminy dialogue is so great here.
I love it.
There's those lovely dogs I was mentioning.
Literally
They
think we're good
definitely
now.
hit very, very hard.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you made fun
I
of
think
our
they got
dogs?
patched because they were so heavy hitting, actually.
I don't know. They still feel painful.
I went into the DLC with about 35 vitality, and I think they one-shot me. And I remember thinking, oh,
Wow.
this is a lot of health, right?
Okay, we got him to attack. Perfect. So,
And I went
because
in-
we want to plus
Yeah.
5 our Rose Sword in the future, we are gonna grab 2 full moon stones of the Covenant. And that one, kind of sketchy, was the easier one. There's a harder one that we will have to grab. It's fine, we'll grab it.
I just
There's
realized
a
that's a
little
dead giraffe.
sign
Yeah.
there that says that the Karat Zoo was established in like 18, and then there's just two
Also, this is
X's.
Edwin. Hi, Edwin.
Hi,
Ooh,
Edwin.
nice flop. 10 out of 10, bud. That's good.
I bet that hurt, but it was like a kid showing you something where you were like, "Ooh, that was awesome, buddy. Don't do that again."
He's got like tears coming down his eye.
That yeah,
Thumb up.
that was really cool. But
right?
are you okay?
I need to go to the. I need to go real quick. Also, I have done an entire run and then died to Edwin at that door before, so thankfully that didn't
Oh,
happen.
he's very scary sometimes.
Archeano was about to do a big speech, but that guy's dying over there. It's way more important.
It is,
This
yeah.
cancels the dialogue. But
That
now
guy
they're
dying
gonna-
over there mentions that the red-headed stalker was around, and he should have listened to her when she was
I
like,
think-
"You need to get out of here," but he didn't, and so the
Do we-
greed it
Don't
overtook
we
him.
also get a like not a wanted poster or
We get a
something like
poster,
that?
yes,
Yes.
missing.
Yeah,
It's a missing
Romeo is
poster.
missing, and they're looking
Mhm.
for him.
Romeo, that
Wait.
sounds familiar.
Hey, that was that name of that boss of the guy who came out of King of Puppets. What?
Oh, what? That's crazy.
That's insane.
Still in Krat, but the zoo's
One of my favorite Gemini lines, just specifically because of how he delivers it. I don't know why. It's coming up. It's like the second part of this.
back in time.
Remember a day like this. Day when snow was falling on the zoo. I just don't know why I love his weird delivery for that line. Snow was
Yeah,
falling
as-
on the zoo. What?
As
casting a
Gemini
spell?
mentioned, it does appear that we have gone back in time, which is why the zoo is not burned down yet. These kangaroos are terrible. Bye, kangaroos.
Bye.
They're
And
so
yeah,
scary.
we're in the past.
Stargazer to the past. Also, probably the hardest enemy in the entire DLC, right there.
Sucks. In the
Unironically.
entire game,
Literally
Like unironically.
not fighting it.
but so worth it.
It really is. You get a very
Freeze damage
good
is
item.
impossible to manage.
Yeah, it's so... all those freeze
Like for hitless, I
ankles.
actually don't know how I would do that hitless. I'd have to
You would learn to master the boss so you parry
use-
everything.
7,000 throwables.
Or
from
that.
afar.
Yeah.
I just
Where's
kept
he
on
going?
like the Falcon Eyes arm. I kept
love
on
that
using
arm.
Legion plugs to like recharge it or whatever it is.
And then you
And
got
just
half
kept on
his health
shooting
done
at
and
it.
ran out.
What are they saying here?
No, I had like 99 of the things.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you could carry that many.
Yeah, you can carry
Uh,
99 of most stuff.
Heck the hell.
But you
out
can
of
carry
it.
plus 99 because it goes
scary
into your
elephant.
sword. But yeah, we got
Alright.
the
Save.
vital piece of movement equipment here, which is the rocket spear.
Orenzini Bolt
That's
is the official
one.
name. I like to call it the Rocket Spear because that's what
Proves
it
the
is.
a rocket
devs love
spear.
speedrunners.
Yep. Unfortunately, if
I
you
like
get
to
too
call
close
this
to
our
an enemy-
torrent.
Yeah, this is my
Oh.
horse.
This is my
is the
horse. It's got a lot of horsepower, so it is
Mhm.
our
got a
game,
V12
our
in
game
it.
equivalent of torrent. That's why she was trying to rob us. She
Also,
was like,
can we
that
get the
sounds
funny?
like he's
Can we
got
get
a
the
nice
funny?
horse.
If that Edwin follows us, he gets stuck on that ledge and doesn't know how to get down. It's funny. Unfortunately, didn't get it. So this is Brutus.
Hi, what an inconspicuous area with nothing going on. I'm sure we
Yeah.
can just skip to the next place.
Yeah, let's go to the next area. Oh, hello.
Wow, it's a big dog.
I would
yes, this is-
affectionately call this everyone's least favorite DLC, if not ever boss of this game, which is a shame. I think he's a little fun.
Yeah.
I don't hear good things about him, sadly.
He hurts.
Short thing, this is Brutus. Brutus is a big dog. We just have to give Brutus a lot of pets, which is what we're doing now. It's actually a pet bar, not a health bar. We're giving Brutus many pets. It's fortunately there we go. It's nice big pet there. Just taking out.
Oh, and then one of the best Gemini lines in the DLC.
It's so good.
The size of that thing. Is that how big they normally get?
I want a shirt that says that with Gemini's lamp on it, please.
Oh my god.
That
And then on the back is a
someone
big
contact-
crocodile. Oh, that'd be funny.
Perfect
Yeah,
merch idea. We should suggest that.
I don't remember if it's connected, but there's a brief like side quest type thing in the zoo about like a crocodile that sort of went missing and possibly consumed its owner or something like that. I think there's like a slight illusion that Brutus
It's
is
not
that
him
crocodile.
though.
Is it not?
But it's not him because you find the crocodile with his hand in it.
That's true, yeah.
You find
in one of the
Rex.
displays.
I think the name is
So
Rex.
this is not actual lore, but I mentioned earlier that some enemies can hear P because he ticks like a clock. I like to imagine that the alligator is a reference to the one that ate Captain Hook's hand.
Oh,
Because he hears us ticking and he's
Oh.
like, oh, absolutely not again.
No, that's a really good observation. Because yeah, it does. We specifically find his like arm.
He pops out like and hears us before we get close, you know? So I'm like, yes.
Mm.
We're just
This
a little
is the
clock to him.
one quit out of the run that I do on purpose.
This was the area I was like, how does he do this?
Bolt.
I saw you quit out, was like, that's brilliant. I forgot you can do that.
Yeah, you can't do that in Hitless.
Nope.
Unfortunate.
Which makes sense because those
I would
enemies
just kill
are
these
aggroed on you,
guys.
but-
Yeah. Okay, this is Pico. Hi, Pico.
Like Mr.
He's a Victor
Briny's Pico?
Jr.
So lore for Pico. Pico was inspired by the VTuber Usada Pecora because she goes Pecco. I don't remember why
I don't
we decided
know.
that Pecco was going to be the sound, but Fats kept on saying Pico, so it became Pico.
Yep.
And yeah. Easy to kill though. Kind of not scripted, but pretty.
It's basically
easily taken
land
down.
one Fable Parry heavy and you're good. So here is the most terrifying part. I should have probably opened up that shortcut, but if I die, I'll probably just load a save.
Yeah, that's
But it's
completely
specifically
understandable.
not
area is
this
rough.
one. It's the second one that is the problem. This one. Okay,
Mm.
she's in a good spot though. You want her to see us early, so she's farther away from the ladder. Oh, she just drop kicked. We're good. Go, go, don't touch me. Yes. Okay.
Nice.
Sorry.
Huge.
I've lost so many runs there. I've labbed that so many times. The RNG is just too much. You just pray.
Oh,
No,
we should
those-
probably
those
explain about
Enemies are
the zoo.
terrifying.
The zoo and the puppets.
Cats
This
tech,
is- it's
look
not a
down
zoo.
at the ground. I can't see
This
them.
is
They can't see me.
the greenhouse. It's been essentially
Ow.
taken over by this lady called Markiona. This is Markiona's like workshop type thing. She's built all of these attractive puppets.
Pretty
to put it in a
puppets.
the pretty puppets as we like to call them on
I call them
runs like this.
Juliets.
Oh, that's
Oh,
nice.
They're like
That's
a
so
foil to
pretty.
Romeo. They kind of look like Romeo's build, so I always think of them as the Juliets.
Wait, no, that's amazing.
I was
Yeah,
sad we didn't get one,
Markiona-
so I made them up myself.
Markiona was like working with Manus at one point. Is also like upgraded using Ergo like Victor was. But she also has a massive puppet that also attacks us. But
Mhm.
she was expecting this rather dangerous puppet for some reason to come attacking her.
Okay, so we got the rare, really bad RNG.
That- I was gonna say that is so incredibly rare that
she
does
never
that
does
attack
that.
after that. It
Do
is-
it.
That might be the second time I've ever seen her do it, and I've
Yeah,
seen so much of this
she
fight.
very rarely does that. Unfortunately, that is one of those gonna use to save bosses. But honestly, for first death, we've made it really far.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's always Markiona.
Markiona, why? What was that?
If it's not the run to Markiona, it's Markiona. We get by her. Again, that was really rare bad RNG.
She typically
Okay.
does like one of two things there. But that was her secret third option
Her
for real.
secret third option. It's like he has like 50% chance to do this one move, 49% chance to do one. Then the 1% on that one chance. So, oh yeah, this save file actually has the DLC on. So, cool. I just gotta move my items back to where they should be. Okay. Let us try again. Okay.
Markiona has dialogue that ruined the final boss for me, but she is not expecting P when we open this door. She is expecting someone else because I mean she remarks on that, but speedrun obviously, so we cut her off.
Yep. It's a very cool cut.
You're not the puppet I was expecting.
Yeah, I think her dialogue is awesome.
I think she's awesome. I mean, shout out
I think
to
she's my
women,
favorite boss.
Shout out to women. He's awesome.
I love her puppet.
So now we're gonna tank through this hit. Do this. I'm very proud of myself for finding this script. It just works.
Yeah, that charged attack through the hit is wonderful.
Humiliating that you should see the power I was saving for later.
Very heavy hit.
Nice.
And there we go. And then if you
GG's.
do the pocket watch pass, we'd like kneel down. Oh, would you drop something? Sorry, gotta go.
Oh, that's another thing. Yes, she was also a rival of a stalker by the name of Leia, which we will encounter at some other point as well. There's this whole thing throughout the DLC where we are trying to find this legendary stalker who goes by the name Leia. That cutscene, we're gonna skip it though. We'll go through that in a second. We don't need to see that.
All right, this is the attack. Ready
The
for
dying
it?
guy at the zoo was actually the one that tells
1
you that
foot,
Leia
2
was
foot.
looking for Romeo. So that's why
Yes.
we're looking for Leia, who's looking for Romeo.
We're just following in her footsteps, essentially. Also,
Yeah, we
one of the
just
greatest
went
characters.
past- That's true. We'll go through.
Rosara!
Lovely
Hello!
So cute.
We love Rosara. Unfortunately, it's
We-
extra sad if we go talk to her. She'll ask us to go find her shoes, and that's really slow, so we're not going to do that. So we don't talk to her. We just... Hi, we're going to be your
That's
friend.
Parade
Okay, gotta go,
Master
bye. Yeah, there's the third Parade Master. He hits hard. That one. Like, he's in his prime right there. Also,
But-
what should we do for... Speaking of
Yeah,
Parade
let's
Master...
do a
let's
fourth
be
parade
him.
master. Beautiful.
The fourth and final parade master is in fact us.
Yeah, it was... Yeah,
Mentioning that cutscene that we skipped, it's like a large art piece of like a wax statue that is filled with human limbs and bodies and stuff, and a variety of really, really bad things. But it's alluded to, and we also see it from Leia's perspective, that it was done by a very dangerous puppet. I don't think they say the name of the puppet yet.
no.
Who has taken Romeo, and that's why she is going towards Romeo, and we're then going to her, or trying to find her, and that's our entire DLC. She's after this dangerous puppet to get Romeo back, and we're after her.
Because we don't even know why. We're just going.
We're just going. We're just like, yeah, we need to talk to this lady.
Shh. How did she hear me? Nope, no one's here. Gotta go. Bye.
I think Goddard's character is very interesting. So that character that we just totally ignore, we go to a place called the Zelator like lab where the alchemists are doing all these awful experiments, right? And she's blind, but with context there, we find her art supplies and we find out she's actually been drafting up all of these plans for these horrific experiments. So we have to kind of choose if we want to help her or not after learning that fact, which I think is really interesting.
It is interesting. Yeah, she did all the like schematics for like human anatomy for the research.
Because it's almost like you can't necessarily blame her for exactly what happened because there's a lot of
It's your job,
desperate
you know?
situations. Yeah, there's a lot of desperate people in this game.
Hot spring, kitty cat.
Spring.
Aw. Hello, kitty.
So cute.
I think my hat is bigger than the cat.
Spring magically disappears into that vent right there.
I also elevator physics with the.
Imagine that with Adelina's dress. We would be.
Oh my.
Life
Oh,
would
beautiful.
be good. Right?
Oh, I love it. Coming across Steam time high school. Yep, exactly. Yep, what a park.
No, I still can't believe it myself.
And yes, we are back at the hotel.
Before the grand opening.
So fun routing thing. We need more Able Catalyst. But Palandina is not here, so we gotta go back to the future. Also, look, Spring! Hi, Spring! Next to Lumakio.
Also
Look
a very-
out!
Man,
A snail guy.
I'm sure that the fancy man will not be important later.
Certainly not. Clearly
No.
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 His
So
voice
we're
actor
gonna-
did a fantastic job.
Truth. Truth.
I mean, voice up, you know, so many characters as it is.
Mhm. Neil.
Neil
You,
Newbin.
you know you've done a great job with a character when I genuinely dislike them.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, oh, you nailed it. I hate you.
Yeah. Yes. You
Also, no
crushed
rocket
this.
spears in the hotel.
I do not like you.
Hi, Klaus.
The rocket spear in the hotel is so funny because you can't carry a weapon into the hotel, for those that don't know. And the fact that you could just defy that with the rocket weapon.
Break
is so
through
good.
barriers. Rocket on through. Just casually and speedrun labbing. This area was hard. Always. Again, I like to like full
There-
clear and kill all the enemies. This area is rough.
This area sucks.
There's an elite enemy. There's a few elite enemies here, actually, that
There
are
is.
some of the
There
hardest
is.
enemies in the game.
Yep. We gotta kill one of them. Yay! Whoa, could that be Leia? The story of these
Yeah, so
labs is sad.
We mentioned this place earlier. Yeah, it's just a terrible place.
She died. Here's hoping it's got enough
It's basically an alchemist facility where they're doing experiments. / guarding
if-
something. Oh.
Of course, Fats is going very, very quickly, but if you see any drawings here, that's the lady that we passed earlier, Goddard's work.
Ah, yeah.
So we're in this terrifying area where
Yep.
unspeakable things have happened to people via
Thankfully,
petrification disease.
I know where to go. There are so many ways that are not the way to go here.
This place is intentionally like a maze.
So I actually
feel
really
like a
like that
rat
about the
in
DLC.
This area.
They actually added a lot more optional stuff, which is good.
Yeah, I hope they do that on their next game while continuing to keep the game quite linear, because I think
Boom.
that's one of the best things about it.
Also, even unupgraded, we do have good stats, but this rocket spear, if you get to the 3rd speed of the running heavy, it does a lot of damage to anything.
It does. It'll
Also don't know why
one-shot
I'm
some
not
stuff.
running.
It's a great weapon.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a playthrough where I start with it and I only use it. Just only running heavies. Okay, so this part is kind of terrifying. So here's our last full moonstone for the rose sword later. Oh, come on.
Nice.
Yes. Okay, we got it.
I thought you were about to take that backstab instead.
I thought
and was
about
like,
it.
Oh my
I'm
God,
like,
no
no,
way.
that's pointless. There's no point. Oh gosh. Okay. And then immediately into one of those really hard mini bosses that Katz was just talking about. This is Bruce.
This guy is very hard. I think he's a reference to Sekiro. He's quite reminiscent of boss in Sekiro, or an elite enemy, I should say, in Sekiro. But oh my goodness, is he tough?
Yes.
As you can see, he has that Miley Cyrus wrecking ball, and you can only take a riposte behind him because of that. It protects him. Which
He
is
always starts with the
another
same
fun,
opener,
convenient
which
fact.
is nice, but then he can do it again, which is slow but easy. So I'll take that in a marathon.
That guy's so difficult. He deserves lore, honestly.
He really does.
I mean, for those
I'm
of you
going
who are
for it.
curious of the Greg lore, he's a very important character in the Greg lore. So
Mm-hmm.
that is still under
Falling with style.
development.
A fun fact, if you run off an edge with the rocket spear while, doing the running attack, you will sink like a rock, which causes us to fall faster. Time save.
So the reason that happens is because they patched out this trick that you could do where you lingered in the air for just a bit with a weapon. There was this fable attack that you could do, and they made all weapons make you sink like a rock when you use them like midair like that.
Yeah.
Because the glaive does it too, but it's very convenient on the rocket spear.
This here is very neat. As it said, leader of the sweepers. Sweepers were, from what I know of, were somewhat sort of loose. No, they weren't loosely hired by the alchemists, but they were cleaning stuff up. Hence the name. And Veronique came here in. I
That
believe.
was clean. Sorry, I was really excited. 07's in
To-
chat, please. I can't salute because I don't have the emote.
Oh, that's true.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you keep talking about Veronique. I'll be right back, guys.
Okay,
Go ahead.
no worries.
She mentions that like she's seen Leia go that way, essentially. But she has also been corrupted with whatever is in the laboratory.
They were going
and it's
on
like,
a
yeah, I'm
mission
gonna
to
die.
go stop what's in the laboratory because they knew
Yeah.
the alchemists were being shady. So she goes with her crew to go stop them, and then it was a trap. And they all get caught and then infected with the elixir. They're all turning into monsters, including Veronique.
Yeah.
So we had to put her out of her misery.
But she points us in the direction of Leia, and that's the important part.
Mm-hmm. I mean, typical video game. We have to go past her to keep going. So, all right. If there's someone on the other side of this door, they're gonna get it. Oh, it's a dog. Never mind.
So this here, as you can see, is someone called the Tracker, who looks a lot like the Alidoro character from earlier. Well, this turns
Yeah.
out to be the actual Alidoro, the original Alidoro, and not the quote-unquote fake that we see in the future. Alidoro is, from what we were trying to discuss prior to this run, here essentially to, because as we mentioned with Veronique, a lot of the stalkers and sweepers were essentially getting killed here, and he's come here to try to take out a big bad creature called the Two-Faced Overseer,
Yeah.
who is somewhat in control of this facility, along with some of the alchemists as well. Big bad guy. Don't want him to get out, because that would be really bad.
Really bad for everybody.
Which you can obviously summon Alidoro in the fight with the Overseer that we're just about to get into. But we don't need summons. So.
Nah, he's gonna slow us down, actually.
It's also a very important part of the Greg lore coming up.
Yep. I'm really excited.
Hey, Overseer,
Greg, what's
who's
going
that?
on?
Greg.
Who's that in your arms? Greg?
Greg, no!
Greg, no!
Tragic.
Absolute monster.
I think the best part about Greg is he's resurrected to come back to the future. I like whatever implications there is for that as well.
Mm-hmm.
There's more lore there that is just ambiguous right now, and I like it.
If you want me to send you the fanfic.
You should.
Look, if the
It's great.
alchemist can revive somebody multiple times, I think Greg could come back.
So funny, because you are on the right track.
Okay, I'm just feeling it today.
That was-
That was
that was
so
a pretty
clean.
good
fight. Yeah, that was nice.
Woo. Got him. Thank you, Trinity. Poor Greg. There we go. And that is actually our third full moon moonstone of the Covenant for the Rose Sword. That one we just get because we have to kill that guy. So, yay.
We skip a cutscene there that's really just showing that Leia is one, she's in pain from she's infected with the petrification disease, which has been very painful. But two, she mentions she's not giving up on finding Romeo.
Yeah, never give up, never surrender.
Look, it's that fancy man from earlier.
Ah, Lumacchio.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm sure he still won't be relevant later.
Clearly, no.
It's a little
No.
hard to tell
best Gemini
unless
joke.
you like look closely, but
Wait for it.
You know what?
Never
Never mind.
mind.
Not still, the train's not the only way out.
I love Gemini.
classic Gemini.
He found a silver lining. It's just.
You know what? Never mind.
You know he has like the biggest cricket grin on his face when he's saying that.
Oh, I guess like some lore that we don't ever interact with in the speedrun here is there's some guy, quote unquote, that's like getting control of some like broken puppets along the way, trying to talk to us, being like, "Hey, could you like set me free? I can't see anything. I'm kind of stuck." And then we find out later that it is a guy who has been turned into literally just a brain and some nerves in a tube in like a jar.
And he was the one who created the tube experiment. He's fell victim to his own experiment. Poor guy.
Had to be so bittersweet that it worked, but it was him.
Well, it's like he was working on it, and then I don't know, the alchemist just kidnapped him and then did it or something. I don't know. Forget the actual reason, but they trapped him down there. Or wait, or am I thinking of the? Oh my goodness, low rolls. I love that. Sorry, I had to hit focus mode for a second.
No, those dogs are very dangerous.
All right, you gotta watch the feet. 1 step, 2 step, go, 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 go. This is fine. Everything.
You would be
is
surprised how often looking at the enemy's feet is helpful in a speed run.
Oh yeah, it's the timing. Once he takes his second step, then we start going. So if any of y'all saw my GDQ run in January, you might have noticed I referenced, "Hey, crowd, you should go down this way. It's really fun." Well, we're gonna go down that way. Because there's a boss. It was a boss the whole time.
This
What
boss
in
might
the
look
world?
familiar, sort of.
Sort of a lotta. Can't see it yet, I'm menuing. Baby swamp do 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 do.
Pre-metamorphic. A little cutie. I like how he's the hunter and the Alidor is the tracker. I like that they just both have kind of different names in this.
Oh, I wasn't sure what he was doing.
I like how they included this guy again in the DLC and then still didn't give a lot of lore about him.
Yeah, no, he's just like he was in the past. Okay.
I wonder if he's called a hunter instead of just like green monster of the swamp, because back in this time he was a lot more aggressively attacking puppets to collect them.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe more of a hunter in his
Fun fact, we
pre-metamorphic
can't
days.
teleport out until we hear Gemini. Hey, get back here!
One go, buddy. We have more.
Yeah, you tell him, Gemini. You tell him.
You go, Lamp. You go.
I love Gemini's
Thank you.
confidence. He's like, I know who's got me. Like, Gemini, please stop starting fights, please.
Stop. Gemini, we don't have to fight everyone. This is why we opened that shortcut, because we killed that boss and now we have to take the elevator again, but now go all the way down. Because, fun fact, you actually can't run out of Swampy's boss arena. There is literally a stargazer down there that takes you out. And now we have another named mini-boss. This is Peter Drill. I bet you can't guess why. Oh, that was weird.
It's so funny because Peter, the name Peter specifically has a hell of a lot more lore to it. but we can't mention that because it's a little pun on a phrase, but we added a name on it instead.
I know what you're saying, and that's fine.
Let's just say he was a piece of, you know.
Yeah. Anyway, next mini boss. Didn't even give a name to this fella. Don't care. Just we use a plunging attack to the back, and it starts the sequence of just do charge heavies. And then
Now, there's a few enemies in the game
more.
that are just, if you hit them in the back, it's over.
Pretty much. With a charge heavy, a light might not do it. Yeah. There we go. Review, thank you. Welcome in. Only one death so far. We're doing pretty good.
Look, it's the submarine that we're gonna see again later,
Yeah.
or at least a comparable one.
Yep, we will see a submarine later.
That was aptly named Blowhigh by, was it one of the keepies?
Yeah,
Wait,
no,
that's
no,
awesome.
I thought it was during Saving Sarah's event.
Oh, yes, it was, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep. We did an event saving Sarah, and Sarah named it Blowhigh. Proud about that.
There's no doubt about it. Someone.
This
Nice
guy
ad.
that
Thank
we're
you.
about to fight is fascinating.
Oh, very fun. What, Warrior of the Sea or something? I don't know the lore. He's big and scary. What's the lore, guys? I'll be here
He's-
fighting him for an hour.
I think something that's quite interesting is you can get a boss weapon from an earlier boss in the base game, Andreas, that we fought earlier, that is very, very reminiscent
what
of
he's
the boss
holding.
weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've always wondered if those two things were connected. So
Possibly.
yeah, this poor guy. Anguished is part of his name.
Yep. All right. This is there's really no cheese for this boss. It's just fight him and don't die. Good luck. Okay, I'll do my best.
I believe that the lore implies that the Guardian can grant wishes.
It's hard to
So,
say if he
naturally-
was the one granting the light or
Yeah.
not.
It does read like it could be something else. Like Guardian could be protecting the
Protecting the
Wishmaker.
thing. Yeah, that's what I was at. Also, really, bro? Liza P has damage rolls, and I damage rolled low, so he took a while to burn to phase 2. Awesome. Good attack, because we can just wait. I'm going to do a little slap. Now we're going to wait. There's one specific attack that we need enough stamina to dodge. Not that. It's going to be this.
Yep.
Why does this work? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have dodged the attack. I don't know why that works that way, but it does.
Timing.
That's exactly what I did on my first playthrough too.
It just
Was
works.
the backup count.
Uh,
Sometimes if you
That's
count them
actually-
out, it's just perfect.
okay.
I think the one bit of lore I can remember about this guy was that sort of the upper part of society and possibly some alchemists as well were
that
given
was a nice
invite.
one.
Oh, the good
Let's
bit.
go.
We're given invite to basically come see this creature, from what I know.
From Rosara.
Because we find one invitation to someone by the name of Carlo. No idea who that is.
Never heard of that in my life. You know, I'll take the Stargazer by Lumacchio. Yeah. Fun fact, that door doesn't open until we light that Stargazer. Magic. I don't know.
Little trouble getting that to
Ooh.
lift there.
Yeah,
This
that's
has
that
many
lore
hints
piece
to
there
throw
that
you.
kind of mentions he might be like protecting said wish granter. But the wish granting wishes in this game are just very important. So like we mentioned that the game begins because you are fulfilling Sophia's wish. She is wishing for you to come help her. And then the DLC exists because Leia is wishing for us to come help her.
Basically,
So, Wishes are a huge...
well, she wished
Speaking of
more for a
Leia.
weird specific thing. Also, this is one of her hideouts, yeah.
Yeah, hers was oddly specific, and it just happened to include us. We were the only way that could that dream could come true.
Mm-hmm. That's another fun fact. That chest has like 5 items in it. We only care about the fire abrasive. Oh, I failed. No, that's okay.
Wow.
You can bolt across there and it saves a little time / you don't have to dodge these guys. It's fine. I was wondering if I would survive that. Boom.
That was a big explosion. Like
I didn't
right
think it
in
would
the camera.
180 that fast to be right next to me. Anywho. Let's keep going. Easy games for babies. Yeah, exactly. In my opinion, if they did not add this Lorenzini bolt, this DLC would be much harder to
Dude, I don't know how you would do it.
Like, you can't get past half the enemies by just
Marquionis
running.
area alone. Like, how are you getting past that?
Exactly.
How?
No idea. Thank you, devs.
Thank you for our torrent.
Thank you. Not fair. Elden Ring got a horse.
Right?
Made yours cooler.
They were like, how
involves
could
skill.
we have a horse, but it would fit the theme of the game?
Mechanical horse.
Oh, rude. Rude.
That dude hits super hard
Yeah.
for no reason. I mean, everything in the DLC really does. Even the fish.
The Marlins.
Marlin.
So I wasn't going to because I was feeling confident, but I'm gonna like this.
Yeah, yeah.
That,
Yes.
You know, something about that hits I just took.
There's a little side quest off of this Stargazer there to
Oh,
the
the
left. Where it's like
fisherman.
an old man in the sea kind of thing. He was chasing a fish, and we'll pass his home later. It's kind of a fun little.
That one makes
I think it's
me
one of the
tear up
better
at the
side
end.
quests.
Yeah, that was really good and sad at the end. Also, here's Neil.
It was. If you listen closely, you can hear.
You'll hear him better during
ticking.
the fight because, well, I mean, maybe you'll be able to hear this dialogue. Let's see. No.
Yeah.
Thanks, Neil.
It's.
Yeah, now we're
Yeah.
fighting Asterion. Turns out that rich guy earlier was actually important. Turns out he's the leader of the Bastards, and he's been assisting the alchemists in getting rid of any of their problems. And we are also a problem, so we must die. Fun fact about the weapon that Lumakio has, it's an umbrella that we can get from Murphy in the base game if we give the Murphy's Ego to Alidoro. Except he uses it much better.
He really does. His moveset is much better than ours. Alright. Oh, what happened, dude? Did you drink a silly potion or something? What's going
Yeah,
on?
that's right.
Yeah,
Halfway-
the alchemists have such a good record of not betraying
They
people.
would never
I
give you
can't
poison.
believe. Yeah. They're so
You were the
trustworthy up to this
chosen
moment.
one, right?
Yeah, partway through this fight, Lumakio, in a way to sort of like make himself stronger and to heal himself up, he drinks a potion that the alchemists are giving him. It turns out it's bad. It bad.
He was
It turned him
indeed
into a
not
monster.
the chosen one.
He was not the chosen one.
Normally I don't grab this spot. I just grab it.
I'm sure that was a clever way for the alchemists to ensure, as they thought, to take out both Lumakio and Pete, 2 birds with 1 stone.
Mm-hmm.
Is what they were
Like-
going for there. Because not only did it make him more dangerous, but he was not going to make it after that.
No.
There's
Certainly.
just no way. There's some
Also-
lore back there that we passed about how Geppetto...
Really?
Just
Ish.
a little Geppetto lore. About how he kind of got
Okay.
into...
Okay. Fish. I see you, fish. Oh my goodness.
That was the rudest couple of fish I've ever seen.
Yeah. We're just everything's a
I'm so
little
anxious
off
right
on
now.
stamina and health. We're just gonna breathe. Do a little running. Okay, I think we're
fine.
fine. As long as he shoots that. Oh my. Clearly they couldn't hit me if I was rocket spearing. Oh my. You see that little pebble fly by? He tried to hit me. That was a good shot, dude. Okay. Ooh, it's fine. Everything is fine.
I guess something important to mention with the ships is that some of them that were coming into port were actually harboring both people that the alchemists were going to do stuff with, but also some rather interesting criminals. One of them just so happened to be the exact same dangerous puppet that Leia is after, the one who stole Romeo. And you get this whole audio thing about this dangerous puppet, basically like killing a lot of people on the ship after he breaks out of the jail cell and just going on a fun little murderous rampage. But he also wants revenge against Leia because Leia destroyed him the first time. The alchemists were the one that actually like built him back up.
Yeah,
to do-
specifically Manus's idea.
Specifically Manus's idea.
That's why he's the worst.
He is, yeah. And I'm kind of glad they added that fact, because I don't know. I kind of hate Geppetto more than Manus. But then it's like, oh, yeah, give
I
me
do
more
too.
reason to hate this stupid meatball. Not just that he
There's
ruins my runs.
like a little bit of lore that implies that Geppetto was aware. So I can't even say he would claim insanity for what he did there, because he does say, like, God forgive me, I've done unspeakable things, which I imagine is making Nameless Puppet because of what it is theorized he is made out of. Because I'm like, that alone is unforgivable. Not to mention the fact that everything else.
Right? That's just on top.
Since we got here, that was the legendary stalker, Leia.
That was Leia.
We're now sort of
We caught
teaming
up
up
to
to head
her.
to the Monad Charity House to go and save Romeo from this dangerous, dangerous puppet by the name of Arlecchino. Arlecchino is also the king of riddles that we hear from in all of the phone calls in the base game. You can also meet like the future destroyed version of him as well if you answer all the phone calls and whatnot. We obviously won't see that, but we will see him
Oh my god,
in...
I've never missed both
Wow,
of them
you missed
before.
both of them now.
Usually you can hit both of them with a double kill, and I just completely missed.
They're learning.
Wait, I'm
This is
gonna
why
say
these
the
dogs are
line.
so dangerous.
That's never happened before.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thankfully, it wasn't one of those, that's never happened before, now I'm dead. No, I'm alive.
Yeah, no. It was a funny one, thankfully, this time.
Aha. Nice, perfect block, Leia.
Nice,
That was
Leia.
good.
Awesome.
I loved Jadelyn on the GDQ couch because she was asking in like the practice room. So could she like help? It's like, oh yeah, she's good.
Oh, yeah.
She's really
She can
good.
use the weapon just like you can.
In fact, better, I'd feel.
We would just
Maybe
kind of
not.
let her do it, you know? Just stand back, watch her. Except for this area, because she like has a panic attack and it's like, I'm in pain, I can't do anything.
No, but she'll
besides
just
that,
teleport. She'll
She'll
teleport
just
back.
teleport, it's fine.
No, I have no intention of stopping.
Wait for the dog to pop out of the wall, then run, so we can get past all of the wolves in one run.
Awoo.
I'm not
Oh.
sure that we ever even mentioned this, but it's quite important. The reason Leia is so adamantly searching for Romeo is Romeo is her apprentice. She is teaching him everything he needs to know to become a stalker just like her.
What? That was weird. Anyway, keep going.
And Leia had 2 apprentices, and Romeo was one of them.
It's like we've seen the second apprentice before.
Yeah,
No.
I bet he would ring a bell. I bet he would ring a bell if we saw him.
That was cool. I love the way she delivers that. This is the end.
It's so
Die!
I swear she got nominated for her acting in some award thing.
That's awesome.
good. I'm sure
She is
deserved it.
determined to
She-
beat us to this door, but I will not let it happen.
Here's the Rose Estate, or also known as the Monad Charity House, which confuses a lot of people.
Yes.
I felt really bad one time. Someone thought that I had spoiled the name of a place in the DLC. And I was like, no. It's just very random one-off lore where they're like, oh, by the way, it's called 2 things.
By the way.
I was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for you to think that I spoiled it for you. I promise.
Also, really sad cutscene.
some
Divert your
oof.
eyes.
The worst
Sad
cutscene in the
cutscene
game.
that, you know.
Well-
It's not your fault, Leia.
As we enter this area, I have to mention it. I'm sorry, the lore. But we find out, another interesting art piece that Arlecchino has made, using Romeo's arms dangling from like 2 long shirt sleeves, and Leia
sad.
like absolutely collapses.
Oh
and is
yeah,
devastated about
her
it.
voice acting there
And
is what I was like. Oh,
One of the more horrific things about what you just said there, Renee, is if you read the description of the clothing that Fats is wearing, it explicitly says the shirt was clearly white before this. So
yeah,
Yeah.
it's almost
basically.
implied this is what he was wearing when Arlecchino got him.
I hate this mini boss.
This is another one of those that I'm like, ah, yes, just inexplicably difficult.
No reason
harder
to
than
be
some of
this
the bosses.
difficult.
There's one right before Laxasia too that I'm like, why are you this difficult?
Or Brandon.
So a little
before
sad lore
Hurricane.
in this room on the right side of the wall there. You know how children, as they grow, they'll mark the wall to show how tall they've been getting. You can see where Romeo, as well as CG, which I imagine is for Carlo.
Giuseppe.
Mm-hmm.
Giuseppe.
Giuseppe. Is that his first
But-
name and his last name's Geppetto, right? Does that work?
I think so, because they say
Geppet-
Giuseppe Geppetto.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, Geppetto's
Right?
last
So
name.
Carlo Geppetto. That just sounds weird to say. I don't
Rip
know.
that that's also Carlo's name.
Mhm.
How dare. So there's a very interesting picture that shows the staff of the
quartz.
Monad Charity House right on the left side of the wall here. And I was
Mhm.
hoping I could find maybe a hint at Jiminy lore, but no, it's just a little bit of lore, just a little picture.
Mhm. You know. But yes, in terms of the speedrun, because we know where to go, the bosses kind of show up really fast in the DLC, and then the gap between the final two is pretty long. Got a little bit to go through
Definitely.
for that donation. Awesome. Hey. Go through here. There's some lore in there. You find
So
out.
much lore in here.
Yeah, there's actually a
I
lot.
could be
of lore.
wrong, but right before you went up that elevator, I believe if you go backward, there's definitely an elite enemy, and there's some lore that I believe implies that is like a train that takes Geppetto
Oh, really?
after post DLC. I could be wrong. I'd have to reread it again, but I remember that tram that's behind him being very, very important.
Gotcha.
I guess brief mention to everything that's happened in this room. There's
Yeah.
a picture on one bit where it shows the Monad family, and you find out that Sophia and Leia are sisters.
Dun dun
um,
dun.
Dun dun dun. But obviously one of them pursued alchemy and one of them pursued being a stalker instead. But you also find out that the Monad family, you see in like a casing that's missing something, that they had something called the Arm of God, which is a very dangerous thing that I believe essentially can grant wishes as well. That we will see that Manus also uses it, Archbishop. You can't go up the ladder that way, Vats.
No, I know. I was listening to the lore.
And that the Archbishop used it, and Geppetto will also use it if he gets the chance, which we're not going to let him. But yes, there's this whole thing about the Arm of God going between different hands before it eventually reaches back to Manus and then Geppetto again. That's a whole thing, and it's very difficult to explain when we're just about to get to a very important boss.
I am so happy that this boss is scripted because his attacks are very scary. But yeah, that was the last thing
Not bad.
before the final boss of the DLC. We still have a lot more. But then it gets
But yeah,
really fun.
We've been talking about this boss the whole game.
Arlecchino? Arla who? Very cool boss. Very challenge. I will do my best. Let's see if we can get a first try on him.
In terms of the speedrun, the first phase itself doesn't really have anything to it besides the typical parrying with the glaive. The second phase should be hopefully completely scripted, is that we can parry a lot of his like big attack that he does at the start of the second phase.
He can choose
we're
to be
going
a bud
to-
in the...
He can.
And you know
Yeah,
what?
we're
It's
going to
really,
meet-
really lots of lore. This is probably the coolest boss. I think we can allow some cutscene watching.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
Where's the legend?
And things are going really well, so I think we definitely have some extra time. Just my favorite, like, Souls boss. Like, the lore, the design, the voice acting, the fight itself. Peak.
I must ask.
He's so terrifying.
He's so good.
Yeah, like it's rare that I've ever played a game and been like, oh my gosh, like I don't even want to get near this boss. I'm terrified. This guy
Mhm.
really scared me.
Well,
Fun fact, his
that's
voice
the-
actor is the same voice actor who plays Cody in It Takes Two. It's very completely different roles.
Quick thing with
Range.
lore with this lovely Arlecchino. Arlecchino was a serial killer puppet who had already sort of gained humanity enough that he could do his own thing and start killing people. Leia eventually managed to find him and destroy him. However, as I mentioned before, the alchemists found him and built him back up again, and this is what he'd become. And he's killing people and making art again and whatnot.
All right, now the cool phase 2.
And you can see there behind Arlecchino
Yes.
that Romeo is there. And if you see the cutscene where you see Romeo come out of the King of Puppets, he is in the exact same position as he is back there, which is a very tragic little detail.
Mm-hmm. And his pose is very Jesus on the cross vibes.
I think the fact that whoever caused Romeo to be a puppet too, whoever that could be, put them in
Whoever.
that position as well, just proves he's so evil.
Yeah. There he is. Romeo, you okay? This design is so good, though.
It's so good. It's so good.
When I was watching this, I'm like, oh my god, I knew there was going to be a phase 2, but what is this? I'm like, okay, that's cool. Got some sword blades in your arms. And then this happens. Wait. What? Where were you hiding those?
Why would they give you those, Arlecchino?
Like, Manus was
my
like, you know
headcanon
what?
is
You
he adds
deserve
those
these.
himself.
Clearly, this won't end poorly. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Electric. Dodge. Parry. Delay the heavy. Delay the heavy. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 1.
Nice.
Then we do a charge heavy. We do a mini stun with that. Do another charge heavy, and then this should kill him.
Oh, didn't mention
Jeez.
Leia's also in this fight. Technically,
Yeah,
you can
she's
use her as a
coughing
summon.
up a storm back there.
Yeah.
Kind
Who's
of forgot
that?
about her.
All right, I'm actually going to use this cutscene as an opportunity to go use the restroom.
Yes.
We are not done with the run. We are just done with the DLC. So we have a lot more to go. So I'll be right back. But watch peak cutscene.
Just barely get our hat under those saw blades.
That Fable attack is so
It's
neat.
so good.
Oh, I feel so bad for Romeo. Poor Romeo.
Oh, poor Romeo. Literally, so much bad happens to him.
I think he's worse off than Carlo was.
Yeah. Yeah.
I definitely think he had the worst end of the deal, for sure. So, this is another headcanon event here. As you'll see with this cutscene, and you can see Romeo has these robotic hands. Later, he does not have these hands, though. They are different. He has different hands later. However,
Thank you.
there is an enemy that has those hands later. And we're about to see him, I believe, in this cutscene coming up. The hands on the nameless puppet and Romeo are identical for some reason, but once you actually get to Romeo, he's got a different set of arms.
It's true.
And the implication that Geppetto put Romeo's arms on nameless puppet really makes me feel a lot better about how Geppetto dies.
It's so pretty.
Because it wasn't just Carlo and it wasn't just Romeo, it was both of them.
So many spoilers.
so many spoilers.
Oh yeah, that's
like,
what you
"Wait,
got
what?"
into. Lots of lore, not spoilers.
If
Yeah,
we've
I
already
guess
spoiled the
to-
ending of the DLC and this cutscene coming up, you're gonna see. It's gonna be no surprise who the bad guy is here.
Mm-hmm.
Such a sad cutscene, though.
It really is. So, if you get through, she has a very sad recording she sends to Carlo, that you can get with the key she gives by beating Arlecchino. Basically says that her wish was that they could meet together again someday and watch the sunrise, and that's when we disappear. The sun rises, we meet again, and then we disappear. Wish fulfilled. Also, shout out
Something
to
to
the soundtrack. We're
clarify,
not watching that bad
right?
cutscene though.
Something to clarify is that, as you probably guessed by now, P and Carlo are the same person, technically. Carlo died from the petrification disease,
Mhm.
and Geppetto wanted his son back, so
I love this
That's really
cutscene
good
with the
cutscene,
parade
guys.
master face.
I think we failed to mention this earlier, but something that the petrification disease does is it crystallizes your soul into ergo. You quite
Yes.
literally become ergo.
Yeah.
So
Which
ergo is
you-
life. Being the saying of the Vanini factory is quite literal, not just some catchy slogan.
Yep. There's actually a experiment guy that you run into as one of like the last NPC side quests in the vanilla game, where his experiment, they were just feeding him ergo and he'd eat it and then he'd gain memories from it. Fascinating. So
And he's the one
Really?
that tells us about Patricia. Oh, how beautiful. The white lady. Her real name is Patricia. He mentions how she was just his absolute favorite. He loved to listen to memories of her singing. I always think that's sweet. You also learn the gesture laughing from him, which is like, it's astounding that dude can come out of that and have any happiness, much less share it with us to the point we learn a gesture. But yeah,
Yeah,
you
it
learn
is
how to
kinda
belly
weird.
laugh from that character.
Alright.
We skipped over the cutscene, and I think Kat's mentioned it briefly, but there's a cutscene where you see sort of Leia and Romeo just sort of sat there, and Geppetto starts to approach them with a rather interesting like suitcase box thing, and then it opens, and then you see Leia sort of resign herself to her fate as like a shadow of the final boss comes to kill her.
Oh, bye. I
Um,
need to buy a 5
yeah,
electrics later.
we're going to find a whole thing with that when we get to it. First, we have to go kill the Black Rabbit Brotherhood again.
Oh, but this time it's gonna be way different than before.
But this time they brought abrasives too.
But this time
Well,
we
it's
bought
more
a
like
sword.
this strategy is one of my favorite in the game, which is why pretty much this boss is why I've labbed in the Rose Sword into this run. But it's so worth it, and you'll see why. Because you know that
I feel
really.
like
Oh yeah, go on.
I feel like a big theme of this game is like you see the humanity in people until they've committed something unforgivable. And in my opinion, the thing that is unforgivable that the siblings do here is they let the alchemist revive. Spoiler for this fight, but they let the alchemist revive Big Bro, which has to be absolutely horrific. You see the Walker of Illusion; she's clearly in agony. It's not truly your brother. It's not gonna really like. It's horrific that they let them do that to him, and that's why I'm like. As much as you kind of feel for them because you pick up plenty of lore that shows they truly love each other, they're kind of doing what they have to do to survive. I think this
All right,
is
let's get
where
'em all.
they've lost their own humanity, you know?
So here's the brokenness of this Rose Sword we get for beating Arlecchino. What health bars?
Ooh, that was
that was a clean one
That
too.
was
We
a
got
good
them
one.
all.
That was wonderful. And here's Big Bro. As you can see, he's been exposed to
He's
petrification
back.
disease in some way, and he's alive? Question mark? If you'd call that alive.
Well, now he's not.
Oh.
That was really good.
That was a really
Let's
good fight, oh my
go.
God.
Nice.
Oh my god, I keep forgetting about.
But yeah, those characters, I think all of the humans have their humanizing moments and their monstrous moments, but that's when I'm like, I no longer feel bad for you guys.
That's true.
Speaking of humans,
That is true. We do kind of
I,
keep saying that. It is really, really
I
lots
felt
of
bad
lore.
the first time, but
Yeah, it's
speaking of the humans, though, we just ran past quote-unquote Alidoro, who then reveals his name is actually Parrot. He was like
he
supposed to be
stole the
working with
real
Alidoro.
Alidoro's identity.
Yeah, he was working with Alidoro at one point, and when Parrot suggested like selling a lot of the loot and stuff and whatnot, Alidoro said no, we're not doing that, and Parrot didn't like that. So Alidoro is unfortunately dead.
Yeah.
And if we had the time, we would also kill Parrot in that moment as well.
Yeah, we can talk to him and kill him if we do his quest, sort of. I don't know if it would actually give us the option to right now. Maybe it would. And now
no, I think you have
Sophia's
to be
not
like
in the hotel.
very human for that, unfortunately. I feel like I never get the option if I speedrun, you know?
Oh yeah. Fun speedrun tech here. If we level up at Sophia there, we get our Fable Catalysts, or we get our heals back, and our Grindstone back.
Fats, did it used to be like that?
I don't know.
remember
I
that
never learned
before
it.
the DLC.
I never actually did it before the DLC, so I don't know if it was new.
Yeah.
I just saw Blade do it in one of his PBs, and I was like, oh, that's neat.
I thought it was when I was upgrading my P organ until I noticed, because it was right before White Lady, I leveled up and I was like, wait, why do I have my grindstone? I didn't rest. Where did this come from?
In a cool
So
fact,
a couple lore things.
yeah, these
in this area.
ghosts
Very
on the
important lore
beach.
here.
The beach, it's like a beach of memories. All of the ergo can show like past things and whatnot, and a lot of them here show Carlo, what P was at one point, existing, getting to know Leia, becoming her apprentice, meeting Romeo. And at the very last one, it's Leia standing
We can
over
look
a
at
body.
it, right? It's
We can look-
special
we can look at
because
it.
we beat the DLC. It changes.
Yeah, this one's...
So cool. I was really happy they added something after the DLC.
I never got to say farewell.
Oh.
It may be too late now, but I'll say it regardless. I was glad to meet you,
Oh.
and thank you.
You're welcome.
Someday, if we can cross the bounds of time, we'll meet again.
It's a little hard to make out from
Oh.
that cutscene, but if you pay close attention, Carlo's body is also wearing the blue uniform that you get from Antonia, where she remarks, "Oh my gosh, for a moment there,
you
you
remind me
almost
of
look
someone."
exactly
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Carlo." Like, so that's the outfit he's wearing even on the beach there. Definitely not something you have time to grab in a speed run, but
It's cool. We're marathon.
all the little
lore.
details coming together like that, you know.
It's really
Possibly
sweet.
something else to mention at the start of the beach with Sophia. Sophia mentions that she actually isn't
Yes.
real, I guess. She mentions that she's essentially like a projection type thing of herself that she is doing with her ability around ego and controlling it. And she basically says, please come and save me. I'm trapped in this tower. Oh, hello, dog. Okay.
Please
what
go
can you
away.
get?
Okay, I guess we're gonna go
All
in
right.
and do this. That was weird. I didn't know you
That
could
was
come
rude.
that far, sir.
Yeah, that was really far.
Oh, what? Now we get a weird
And
opener
yep.
I've never seen before. Because we didn't get close enough to him.
So, this is the Door Guardian. I don't really know much in terms of the actual lore, but in terms of game lore and update lore, they absolutely nerfed this guy.
Yes, they did.
I'm
I
like
like to
too
think of
close
him
to the
as
wall.
a second
Oh, God.
revival of Victor,
Yeah.
He's basically.
but I'm sure he's not.
Also, he's dead. Bye.
I've actually looked too. Victor has many scars on his body that the Door Guardian does not have. So like they are not the same character, but it's kind of a similar thing the alchemists were going for there.
Yeah.
So
Big.
fun fact for the
buff
speed
guy.
run real quick. Normally we use the glaive to do a running light trick to skip a section, but I just did a little practicing before it, and I want to see if I can get it because it's fun. But you can use the rocket spear to do these running lights as well. It's hard, but it's cool. Let's see if we can get it. Run over here. Yay!
Nice.
Very nice.
Let's go. Then we go over here. Cat's Lock again, finding more puppet string tricks. That one's awesome. Now we're just kind of making our way through Arch Abbey. Manus has been built this big tower to house this machine, to collect ergo, to become a god. I think I got that right.
So what's interesting is you can actually see Krot from here, but a lot of lore mentions how mysterious this island is, how no one knows where it is. No one can, but we can see Krot perfectly. We can see the church. We can see the entire city, you know?
Mm-hmm.
There must be some sort of...
But also, yeah, why did we have to take a submarine to get there?
Yeah, there must be some sort of magical
Some barrier,
field
fog
that
barrier.
you know, you can't see. Yeah, there has to be, or it wouldn't make sense otherwise, you know? Because you can see Krot clear as day.
Mm-hmm.
You actually get a gorgeous view of it at the end.
This one I'd say is
Oh
much
yeah,
harder
after
to
you've
do with the
beaten the
bolt,
boss,
but I'm
it's
gonna
so
go for
pretty.
it. All right, let's see if we can get it.
I love how the weather changes in this game.
Oh,
Yeah.
gamer!
Nice.
Let's go!
Nice.
I
There's a little
totally
more here,
forgot
but
to
it's-
buy cogwheels. Oh well.
Uh-oh.
Well, we just gotta climb the tower now. It's fine. I wanted to show off that cool bridge trick though.
The bridge trick is so convenient.
It really is. But we can actually show some slight tech with the bolt. Before the bridge trick, we had to climb the tower and get past these pillars. You can actually bolt past them instead of having to wait. That's kind of nice.
You know, I haven't gotten to see you do this with the bolt either, so I'm sure I'm excited to see how it works with
I'm
this.
not going to try it on the second one because I always mess it up, but I'll do it on the first one. So if you start running, you can get past that before it hits you, but I hit the wall, so I did not get past that.
Okay, but you lived, so.
It's good. It's good. Yeah. Fine as wine. Yeah. We'll use the badge. That was fun. Only
Oh, I didn't even
semi
think about keeping your weapon in your is probably faster than taking it off and like trying to.
The animation cancel. I always get like stuck next to this guy anyway, so it doesn't really seem to help
Yeah.
too much. But whatever. We got a big health bar. Oh, that was almost bad. Fine.
I've done that and it's killed me before.
Yeah.
You can get just
You can-
perfectly bonked off of the
Mhm.
edge and it's over. Ouch.
Okay. Do a little left-right maneuver to get past that. Is there even a shortcut for Black Cat? I don't know. We just won't mess it up. Okay.
I think the
There's
closest
one, like,
shortcut.
kind of after, but
Yeah.
I guess closest
Fun
shortcut
fact, to the
would
right is the
technically be
last
the one to the door.
Arlecchino riddle door. He's in that door right over there. Fortunately, we do
Yeah,
not have the
closest would-
key.
Closest shortcut would be that one that leads back to the bridge,
Oh, Jigglypuff, hello.
which is ages away.
Yeah. So let's make this jump.
okay, just don't die.
Instead of falling, yeah. There we go.
nice.
I find that easier than going around, which I feel like people would be like, "Are you crazy?" Maybe a little. Also, one of the best lines in the game that isn't
Whoa,
Gemini.
it's you.
Whoa.
Is that you?
As I was saying earlier, look how small this guy is. He's so small.
He's so
It's so
tiny.
rare
He is
that you
so
see an
small.
enemy that's even a human enemy, I should
So
say.
here comes the power of the rose sword. We're gonna cheese this fella. But
He is using
we earned
the
this.
Toyland weapon.
Yep. Come on, run towards me. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Kind of missed with one of
Nice.
those, but that's okay. 1, 2. Oh, I missed with that too. Oh, we are getting unlucky.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
my
Okay, bye,
goodness.
cat.
We missed 2 of our attacks. Also, he's still
I-
alive? Bruh.
Yeah.
That guy had 1 HP in a dream that entire fight.
He was really wanting to live.
He was milking those iframes for sure.
Clearly. And he wasn't on fire at the end there, so he just lived on that pixel. Well, that's Black Cat. That's essentially how it goes.
Seems that the enemies are learning your tricks now. You just
Clearly.
fully dodged 2 of those.
Hmm. Yeah, what the heck? That's kind of ridiculous. Okay. If you're playing this game casually and you're like, oh man, we got to be getting close to the end, this tower is massive. It takes
So tall.
forever. It's like, we got to be
Yes,
close.
this is
Actually,
the
you're not.
longest part of the game, hands down.
Mhm.
And this area feels so awful in your first playthrough, or at least for me, I felt like, you know,
I kept
so
getting so
confusing
confused, and
intentionally.
there's so many enemies,
Yeah.
and they follow you into all the rooms. So it's just like,
And
which room
the
am I
little
in?
babies have projectile, like puppet string attack, all kinds of stuff.
Did
can
any
hit
of
down
you
here.
get confused when you pulled a lever up here? You're just like, I have no idea what door just opened. Where the hell is that?
I remember being like, awesome, and
Where's
where
that?
was that supposed to be?
Yeah, where is that? Is this some cool speedrun tech? Let's see if I can do it. We have to animation cancel this, and then run and jump.
Nice.
You'll hear it. I landed on the bottom. You keep
Hey.
rolling
I
through
was
this
like,
cutscene. Yeah.
You audibly can hear it. It's so satisfying to hear it.
It's like, I did it.
The confirmation you did it, yeah. Audible gold star for real.
Mm-hmm. Those enemies are so ridiculously hard to fight.
They have this sideways jump that is potentially the hardest thing in the game to parry.
Can never tell
Because
when
it's
it's
so
gonna hit me.
unpredictable.
Yeah.
There's no way to tell if it's actually gonna hit. I mean, I'm sure there is. I just need 300 more hours.
Yeah, right. And
and
I'm
I'll
not
figure it
making a
out.
save to lab that guy. I'm just running past him.
Oh, that one drops a quartz, and the one earlier drops a leaping amulet that increases your base stamina a little bit. They're not even that worth killing.
No. Sag.
They're worth killing just for, like,
Clout.
killing them. Yeah.
I did
Just
it.
because
It
they
I
were
guess maybe
good.
the ergo get
Yeah.
some money. They probably drop a lot of ergo.
I mean, even if they do, I'd rather grind on something else, you know?
It's true. You can just reload a save twice. And it's like, I have the same amount. Okay, run past this fella. You run this line perfectly. You can run past this guy without rolling at all. And I can feel myself getting worse at it. I've lost it. I have no idea the line anymore.
It's super hard to just run right past that guy. I've tried everything to make it consistent, and I'm like, okay, well.
You like run at him, and then you time when you switch to running left of him, and he misses the first poke, and then you can go even more left a little bit, and you'll miss his follow-up, and it's like way too hard, and those enemies hit like very hard, so roll to survive.
So we're about to fight Laxasia. There is a weapon in the DLC that's like a prototype of the weapon that she uses here. And
Cool.
Laxasia is like literally a lightning goddess. She can summon lightning bolts from the sky. However, when you have that weapon, the handle gives you the ability. You can do exactly the same attack that she does, where you summon a lightning bolt down that strengthens you as well as makes your dodge a little bit faster. And you
It's
do
cool.
a literal lightning bolt zip side to side. And I like the implication that she can summon lightning, but it's actually her weapon that lets her do those things.
It's not actually her. It's got a
Yeah,
cool
like
sword.
something. The fact that she can kind of fly and shoot lightning is awesome, but the weapon enhances her powers. The alchemists are evil, but that was a good idea. I'm not gonna lie.
Pretty sweet. And she's like closer to the sky. You'd think that has some benefits. I don't know, maybe.
I think because the wall, like I was saying, has measurements. You can see kind of how tall P is. It really goes to show that Laxasia might legitimately be 8 feet tall.
She's literally an Amazonian.
Like she's truly a giant. She is so tall.
Shout out to women, you know.
Oh, yes. All right. Oh, we got the good opener.
Nice.
Double berry. Thanks to Cat's Lock. Why aren't we parrying this? I hate that
I was
move.
like,
I parry so early every time. Okay, this might be really bad. Because we're electric. I don't know how to Wait, what are you doing? Oh, I didn't have any Fable. You know what? I accept. I think we were doomed for phase 2 anyway. You do not want to get electric shocked. Well, you know what? We'll give her the W. We did make the save, but I think we can try it. We did lose a acid.
You can use fire in the first phase. It works almost just as well. Do you use the fire abrasive in the second phase?
I don't use it at all because I used it on Door Guardian, so it's usually not available. I'll try
Yeah,
it.
this is what I used in my first phase is the fire grindstone, and then I switched to the abrasive, especially if I die. Like that, I've done the exact same thing.
Guess we'll see. Oh, she got the same opener. That's good. Okay, let's try again. I hate that attack. At least I'm used to how slow it was. Oh my goodness, the kick.
Ow.
Again.
She does not
She's
like
like,
me today.
this attack worked.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use that one again. They're learning. So thankfully phase 2 is actually scripted. As long as I don't mess up, we should be good.
I guess whilst you finish her off, we can talk quickly about who she is. Like we said before, she's kind of Manus's right-hand man, woman. And she was one of the successful candidates, I believe the first successful candidate in
Nice, GGs.
using
Thank you.
like the petrification disease and ergo to amplify a human's abilities. But another thing is that she was just madly in love with Simon Manus.
She loved
and would
Simon.
do anything for him, and I think she was also slightly jealous of Manus's love for
Got it.
Sophia as well.
If you fight her in boss mode, the last things that she says is, "Oh, Simon, you were the only one I," and then she dies. And I'm like, "Oh, she was definitely going to say love." Like, there's no doubt in my mind that's what she was about to say. And I don't know that she does that in the base game. It might just be boss rush. Maybe I kill her too fast and then leave.
You just don't know.
I'm like, I don't know
you
what
for-
what does she usually say there?
I don't know. It's been a while. Been a while.
Yeah, she's madly in love.
Let's keep going.
Thing with Sophia we did there, it turns out that Manus was essentially keeping her, one, because he has a massive crush on her, and two, because Sophia has incredible powers when it comes to ergo.
She's the reason we can revive upon death.
She's the reason we can do all of the cool stuff that we do. And she's used her powers and like connected with ergo so much that like she has essentially become ergo itself, I guess, and has become rooted where she is. She can't move. She's in so much
stuck.
pain. And you have the choice of either letting her live, or just killing her and giving her peace. Because we are trying to do the all bosses, we have to choose to give her peace, otherwise we can't do the true final boss.
According to the humanity table, that giving her peace gives us like 150 points. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So we need to do that to guarantee we can fight the last boss. There's a humanity check. Which is still a bit away. Because other than the DLC, obviously, the DLC added one extra boss that we normally wouldn't fight, Baby Swamp. Well, other than that, we've only fought like a couple of bosses we wouldn't normally fight. Like Black Cat, we don't normally fight. And we're about to fight Red Fox, who we don't normally fight. Other than that, everything we normally do in the run. So we're finally going to get back to all the revisits. Show off our really cool Rose Sword. Also, he has like one attack that can kill us. It was that one, so I had to roll it, of course.
This is a little
If-
like
if
one-off.
you-
But back to like
If you struggle on Red Fox, that guy will join the fight. So I'm quitting out to make sure that doesn't happen. Okay.
yes, he will. One of the maybe I'd say themes, but something that's important in this game is hair actually. P's hair changes as he gets more and more human. And one of the ways that Manas is controlling and using Sophia's power is he has a lock of her hair in his cane. There's lore that mentions they wonder who the strange doctor, air quotes, because there was a doctor distributing the cure, air quotes, the petrification disease. It was him. So he's not only draining Sophia's power via his cane by using her hair somehow, but yeah, P's hair changes as well. It's kind of an interesting addition.
Okay, she obliterated me. I couldn't get any of my Fable parries. The first one was too early, and then all of them were too late. I just took that. Yeah, I just took that.
Well,
I think she's the hardest human fight.
She's pretty tough. I will give her that. She's very good.
I think Owl Doctor is the most fun, and it's disgraceful he's in that little box. Yeah, he'd be so fun if I could just put him in a room where I could actually fight him.
Right?
I personally thought Black Cat was significantly harder than Fox.
Really? Okay, wait. I have a question. How did you feel about Romeo compared to Victor? Did you think one was easier than the other?
I thought Victor was way easier.
A lot of people, if they struggle with Victor, they think Romeo was a breeze and vice versa. And I wonder if Red Fox and Black Cat are kind of the same thing, because I thought Black Cat, I was like, oh, I feel bad. He really was blind. I just destroyed that guy. Got here, and I was like, oh my God. Okay, well, she's definitely avenging him. That's for sure.
I think it's one of those things where it's like some people are better with the slower attacks and some people are better with the fast attacks. And I think that's the biggest thing, because I feel like Black Cat's attacks, a lot of them are like build-up ones in comparison to Fox, where she has a lot of like quick combos and jumps and stuff.
Missed.
Same with like Victor and Romeo. Romeo is so fast-paced, but Victor...
God. I'm just spinning. What is going on?
Interesting.
You usually just parry her once and she dies. But she wasn't letting me. You know what? We got her.
She died.
GG's,
That's the important part.
Yeah, we'll take that. I need to lap her more.
I love when an attack just whiffs. It's always so great.
So
the Fable parries are great, but a fun thing about them is you can only use them when you have a Fable bar. And if you miss them, you're down a Fable bar. And that's really, really bad when you're speedrunning or just doing any challenge run in this game.
Especially if you have spin built into your script, because the spin costs 3 Fable bars. So if you miss a parry, you miss the second one, you can't spin, and that ruins everything too.
Yeah, there's a lot of like tiny, I know we're focusing on the lore of this game, but like there's a lot of stuff where I'm sure Fats makes this look so much easier than it is. There are so many things. I've had people say, oh, you can just run past all these enemies? And I was like, well,
sort of.
I mean...
Very specifically,
yeah,
but
it took me like 6 hours to run past these 3 enemies, because they're very hard to run past, but you can try. Like,
this is a fun one. She gives the red attack, you gotta ring around the rosy.
Guess something brief to mention, because we did obviously go past it. We found Geppetto, we found our dad. Dad was like, yeah, Manus is doing bad things. If you could go kill him, that would be great. Get something back from him that I need. Don't ask questions about it. If you could get it back for me, though, that would be great. And then he's like, hey, have I been a good dad to you? I'm sorry I made you do all this. And we're like, yes! That was what we mentioned earlier. You were the best, Dad, absolutely.
Bad RNG there.
Yeah, I had to roll all 3 of those Roosevelts. What was that?
That was the worst RNG I've ever
seen. I was gonna say something, but I was like, you know what, whatever. Ooh, also another named enemy from the speedrun. Hi, Brandon.
Hi, Brandon.
Brandon's hungover again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what Renee was saying, I think I'll add this on. Because we skipped the dialogue so fast. You don't get to hear how often Geppetto says these words. And remember, always be a good boy for me.
Yeah.
And every time he says that, your skin should crawl, because it is creepy and it is scary. Nice.
Yeah, look at the ground
he's definitely like, don't question me, just do what I'm saying.
There's like a hand on a mural. Cool.
Little hand of God
little
mural.
Hand of God mural. So this is technically the last boss in the game, but there's an extra boss afterward and a bunch of bosses that we skipped. So we'll be going back to those after we defeat him. I just gotta remember, I'm pretty sure I do not have... Oh, I do have a shot put. Oh, yeah. Okay. And... go. He's weak to acid.
Because despite what he looks like, he is still a human.
I just don't like his wiggly legs on his behind. It
I
makes me
always say
so
he's
uncomfy.
an overgrown potato. With a
Oh
little...
my god, he's an overgrown potato.
And he says, "Show me everything you
That's so
have,
true.
puppet of
Ooh, we
Geppetto."
got the
So
good
I
RNG.
say,
Let's
"Show
see
me
if we can
everything
get
you
it.
have, overgrown potato."
Oh, that's so
Yes.
Hell
brilliant.
yeah! Oh, pardon me. That was so smooth.
Smooth. We got the cool RNG and didn't mess it up.
The magic is so hard to parry. All of it. There's bombs that happen on the ground. There's bullets. And there's, I guess you would call those disruption circles. I don't know. They're clouds that they come out of or something.
Woo, got him.
Oh,
We low rolled because we got the good RNG, which actually makes it more likely to low roll. But it's fine. Yay. Also, another lie.
I don't know.
So do you have to lie there?
Yeah,
as
it
well?
gives you a
Is
lot.
that one of those that you must? Okay, I didn't know
If
if
you're
that one was a
doing all
mandatory
Ergo
one.
bosses, no DLC. I know we get a little bit of humanity in the DLC automatically,
enough.
but I don't know. But that one's a big one. Yeah, you do have to do the opposite.
Because I had wondered, that one did seem more significant than some of the other lies. Because one time I could fight Nameless and I couldn't figure out why. I was like, oh, I think I accidentally lied to him. I didn't realize that gave you that
Good
much
man.
humanity.
Mhm. That was a very good Manus. Also, Dad, how do you keep getting to these places before us?
It's wild. How is Dad here? Wow.
Doing that.
Oh well, we have more important
It's
things
actually
to
a
do
good
with right
point
now.
because when you look around, there's really no other entrance other than
Yeah, like, how
that,
did you get here?
Like, how did you get here? I guess maybe, can he travel by Stargazer? No way.
Oh,
Oh, that's
I've never
interesting.
considered that, ever.
Okay.
And that's why the Stargazer's already open?
Maybe.
oh.
That could be. Yeah. Okay.
I've never thought of that until
That
just
actually
now.
is a really good theory. Okay, so we're gonna go back and do a bunch of revisits and abuse this rose sword we got to melt some bosses. Now, there's a really cool thing with the rose sword that if you have it equipped and start a boss fight with a stalker boss, mini boss, whatever, they will do the stalker salute before the boss fight starts. I did not. Oh, because I loaded a
No,
save.
you did. You loaded.
Okay.
Could you load
We'll just
a
save time and just
thingy
load the
save?
weasel save. I'll just save some time instead of running all the way around. As I loaded a save, I did not have that door open.
I think whilst you load the save, something that in terms of like the Manus fight, Manus obviously the whole thing is he wants to become a god kind of thing. Whatever. But he mentioned something at the end of the fight where it's just like, don't trust Geppetto. I mean, obviously at this point we already don't trust Geppetto as it is, but when the enemy, tells you not to trust your own dad, that's probably a pretty bad sign.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. So with Weasel, it's a very unique way. We might get the cheese, we might not. It depends on our RNG. But we take the backstab, we do this cool rose attack, and then she will salute, hopefully, which is really funny if I get it. Let me try this. We're gonna run up. We're gonna take the backstab. Then I'm gonna take a step forward and immediately do the rose attack. Now, hopefully, so this might not be it. That was a really cool attack. I'm gonna salute you. Thank you.
Nice. She said, wow, GG's.
That was really good. So there she goes. I really like that cheese. If you get the luck, he just salutes mid-fight. Very funny.
So we've mentioned earlier that you can give Adelina an apple to finish her side quest. I had someone mention once, I wish that you could give the apple to Robert Weasel who just wanted to eat.
Oh,
so
that
that
would
she
be a
wouldn't fight
good
you.
idea.
Wouldn't that be precious? I
Oh,
just
that
always
would
feel
be.
so bad for her.
Right? But you
I'm like, I
swallowed a
know you
full
were kind of a
belly.
jerk when I got here, but times are tough out there, Like, I
It
get
really
it. I
is.
get where she's coming from. She's hungry. She's cranky.
Everyone's dead. No, none of the stores are open anymore.
And like I said, it probably would be a little infuriating to see someone spotless, just like running around with a bunch of stuff, shot puts in their pocket, like rich in shot puts would make me angry too. I'd be very jealous.
I'm like, where is my... There we go. Okay. Now, my least favorite revisit of the entire thing, these stupid Puppet of the Future. I hate them.
I kind
And
of forget about them
unfortunately, the
sometimes.
glaive is better than the sword against them. But we gotta fight them with that. First, we clear this one's area. Oh, well, we tried to. Apparently, that guy was too good. Okay, so then...
the small half enemies are always the strongest in this game.
Yeah, if
little
they're
baby
missing a
puppets.
limb, they're gonna be stronger. These stomps are really hard to parry. So I usually
there's
just
like
do
a weird,
one.
I guess, lore about these. If you notice in where we fought Victor, there is, when you walk in, the first thing that you see there is Puppets of the Future. Like, this is one of the things they were going to show off. And it's sad to see 2 of them made it to the swamp.
Yeah,
2
like,
of them are in the puppet graveyard, you know?
well, that's where they be. They can walk through. I'm just like, what did they make these for? Like, what is this design?
I was just about to mention, because I think I've mentioned it to you before, and Kat, I'm curious about your thoughts on it, that, like, I always considered Puppets of the Future, because of their massive wrecking ball hands, that they're essentially of the future because they're destroying the past with their wrecking ball hands in order to build the future.
That is a
Could
clever
be a
name.
I like that. All right,
Don't
actually,
exactly get
not
much
too
more.
bad.
No.
Usually things go wrong, like I miss a parry or something.
Yeah, anything that's like a jump or like above you in Lies of P is so hard to parry. So those little stompies are like no joke.
Yeah, you have to like sideways parry him.
Yeah, you have to be perfectly positioned for a lot of that
All
stuff.
right, we did the first fights really well that we could just do the cheese. Normally it's faster
We
and
talk-
better to parry him, but Rose Sword, it's fun. So fun fact, if you just
We
stand
talked
here,
about
he'll never
Adelina a
see
lot.
us.
And I think this is her partner.
Yeah,
He's definitely lost his mind, and upon death, he kind of regains lucidity for a moment, and he remembers Adelina's name. But he had a safe spot for Adelina to go, actually. But Adelina answered the phone, and Arlecchino
Oh, are you
told her
serious?
that the Opera House was safe. So that's how she ended up there, and not in the safe spot that the Owl Doctor had made for her.
I'm like, is he gonna get me? Stop that. Okay, we got him. The glaive is better, but I just like using the Rose Sword. It's just cool.
I always wish we could use those little throwing knives that he uses there.
Yeah, that was All Doctor was Adelina's lover, but then they experimented on him and he lost all his memories. And yeah, sad.
Do you think when Arlecchino was bored that he would do prank calls?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Would you like your
I think he just thought it was funny in a prank that he dragged Adelina to the Opera House. Someone else
That's true.
told him to go somewhere, or someone else showed up somewhere because of a phone call as well, I think.
Yep.
It's
Adelina
escaping my mind, but
Okay. So this is the Opera House clown. I love this refight because it's so just cheese. I love it.
everyone's worst nightmare on their first playthrough.
Oh,
Everyone's
it sucks.
vindication.
So what
on
we're
the
gonna
second
do is take a
playthrough.
few steps down the stairs and do this. Up, 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 and then we're gonna 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. He's dead.
GG's.
Screw fighting that guy. I'm not here to play fair.
Yeah, he hits so hard too.
I
like
earned that
hard.
Rose Sword. I'm gonna use it.
It's so hard for a clown, nonetheless.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's interesting. There's kind of another clown, but he's in the swamp. And if you pay attention, that clown is riddled with weapons that you can use. The Tyrant Murderer's dagger, the Great Sword of Fate, the Puppet Saber. They're
Oh, I
all,
didn't know
and
that.
the butcher knife is also in his head. They're all weapons that you can actually use. So the implication that that many stalkers died to that clown is terrifying.
He's the goat.
And it's correct.
Yep, those clowns are no joke.
Yeah, if this was like Dark Souls where like all the playthroughs are technically linked, it's like, yeah, I saw someone's death mark there. Also, this guy's a coward. He survived while he let all his
Yes,
buddies
he
die.
is.
So we're gonna finish him. Also, now you can really see the salute though. You can't fool me. But I love this. You
If
can
you
really
answer
see
the
him.
phone
He's gonna
call-
salute us. Oh, that's cool. I'll salute you too.
You can open a Trinity room here, and it has a blue, P's very iconic blue outfit. If you're wearing that when you walk up to the survivor, he's like, Leo, I'm sorry for abandoning you. Because
I do
that's the
remember
clothes
that.
of
Yeah,
his
you
friends
showed me
he
that.
abandoned. Yeah, it's
That's cool.
really, really goes to show what a coward that guy was.
Yeah. Way to
Like
let
surviving,
your
but
buddies...
for what, you know?
Yeah, you know, everyone's dead now, man.
Where was he gonna go from there, too?
Oop, gotta get into the legs. And then he's gonna do like
It's
a
interesting. This
stomp or
puppet of the
something.
future doesn't have the same moveset
Why are
as
you
the ones
backing
in the
up?
swamp.
Nah, no, he's weaker. He's got less moves.
I think it's interesting because the ones in the swamp are stronger and better. I'm like, how did you guys end up in the puppet graveyard? And this guy didn't.
Right?
I guess this guy was built here. It was very ship in a bottle.
Yeah.
He's a little too big to remove.
Yeah, exactly. He's stuck. We built him, and now anyone got a crane that can lift 500 feet, please?
We need a crane of the future for the puppet of the future.
And by the way, chat, that was boss number 31. There's one final boss left. Woo! We're doing it. We're doing the
Woo.
game. Thank you all for being here for this. I'm really excited I got to
It's
show off
such a
this
good run too.
This, as you could imagine, has been a long grind. That should be enough to get a run deathless. Like, I do have a deathless run of this on my YouTube, and they finally added it to Overture categories to speedrun.com. Photos to be there as well.
Deathless regular, like not speedrunning, not hitless, just deathless in general of this game is
Oh,
already so
Nico,
difficult.
you-
So to do it also speedrunning is amazing.
I almost sometimes think that's easier, but you can really overlevel and make some of the bosses much easier. But here is going to be nameless puppet. Very
So
Yeah,
cool.
there's
this is the item you woke up next to in the train. That box is the reason Geppetto could not defend himself against Donkey.
Mm.
It is the reason you had to come save him.
Yep. Okay. Let's do this. He's a puppet. He's weak to electric. Just want to double check my
It's
stuff.
important to mention here, there's two endings generally that you could, well, there's three, but generally two endings. One of them is you give Geppetto your heart, and he, like, puts it into this thing that's attacking you now to bring back his son. If you refuse, then he sets this thing up on you. This thing, Nameless Puppet, is actually
Our
the
real
dead
body.
dead body of
Mhm.
Carlo, filled with puppetry, waiting for our P organ to be put inside of it, to bring back his son. But because we refused, Dad's like, "You're so ungrateful and rude. I just wanted my son back." We
Seems
also kind of find out throughout the game that Geppetto was the one that caused the puppet frenzy, the puppet uprising, because he needed a bunch of ergo in order to help bring his son back, which is why we're going around killing a bunch of things.
Time.
But it's okay. He's just
And it
dead.
was so fast that it was hard to
Ooh,
notice.
that is
There was a lot
time.
of dialogue that was happening. That's like
So much.
symbolic of P. Like he's human now. Like P's ergo is completely awakened. That's why you hear Eugenie, you hear Vanini, you hear all the people that you're basically fighting to defend here.
Mm-hmm. I still,
Like, he
to
is
this
choosing
day,
humanity.
do not really like this ending. I earned this
Yeah.
kill on Nameless, and our piece of crap dad has to save us. But that has been Lies of P, all bosses, mini bosses, with DLC, glitchless speedrun, all 32 bosses. Get the cool cutscene. Punch a hole right through his P organ.
Which, mind you, Geppetto only says once himself, and then he only calls it a heart. Sir, you named it. Call it what you named it.
Yeah. Were you gonna stab
Like, commit.
his
Come on, you can't
P
name it that
organ?
and not commit. Truly
Truly
the worst dad ever. He makes us call it P-Organ the whole time. He himself is like, "What are you saying, son? This is your heart. Calm down.
Yeah, right.
Stop embarrassing me. I know I named it, but."
I mean, I guess mentioning lore-wise here as well, he's going to call us a useless puppet because we don't have enough humanity here. But if we get enough humanity, we start crying because our dad's dying, and Geppetto realizes that, oh, Carlo is actually in you and I did my job properly. But no, he just dies and calls us useless because he himself is useless.
He's like, his plan is terrible. It's really bad. Like, when you look back on it, there's so many better ways to go about what he wanted, but he's bad. Bad dad. Bad human.
Very bad dad.
He would sacrifice
Bad
his
dad.
city
Very
to
bad
save his
dad,
son. As
very
nice as
good
that
game.
sounds, that's messed up. Thank you, Fit Game Dork. Appreciate that. Hope you guys appreciated that. Thank you for having me
Yeah,
back.
thank you,
Again,
guys.
this was like my first ever, I think, online marathon. Was really, really long-a-thon, like a year plus ago. So really happy to have come back. Hope you guys enjoyed. Whoop, whoop. And then I guess, I don't know, do you just wait to head out? I don't know. But that was fun.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you
you
guys
for
for-
inviting me to
yeah,
talk
thank you
about
for
my
joining.
favorite game.
I figured you would say yes. You're like, wait, I could talk about Liza P for 2.5, 3 hours?
People want to
Sign
hear
me
the
up.
lore.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah, such a great game. Such a
Of
great
course,
speedrun,
yeah.
too.
If you guys are interested in learning the run, I have boss guides as well as an easier beginner any percent glitchless route on my YouTube, KolonelFat69. Find it there, and then yeah. And if you join the speedrun Discord for Liza P, we have a ton of people who can help with any questions, whether you're speedrunning or going for hitless. We've got runners kind of in all categories.
Wait, Fats, we didn't pet the cat.
Oh no,
The cat. Oh no.
we forgot to pet the cat. Oh no.
no.
We won't start the next playthrough. We could do that while we wait for the signal. That is run. Oh, ooh yeah. Underestimate too. At least on my live split, 2:44 on the dot.
Oh, you're gonna have to go.
Oh wait, I'm gonna have
Oh,
to
no.
load a save.
Yeah, you're gonna have to load a
Stop.
save.
So the cat can be in a few set places, and the only place that you cannot interact with the cat is where it was just then.
That combined
It's
with
above.
if we're gonna interact with the cat in the DLC, you can't have beaten the DLC. The cat is now gone.
That as well.
So I'm gonna load a
Celebratory
save.
cat.
An easy. We just go to
Veronique.
Two-Face Overseer, and then just teleport to the
Stella.
hotel. We can do that real quick. Go say hi to the cat.
Because the cat lore being that it's based off of someone's real cat is just so great, too.
It's so cute. It's a cute cat. They got a good picture. Oh yes.
I'm so curious if I could ever ask them a question, I'd be like, yo, the other little animals near Spring's bed, are those also people's pets or just cute decorations?
So after you
'Cause they
beat
are
the
cute.
DLC, you can go back to all the areas. It's just the hotel is progressing in time. Like when you first go to the hotel, Lumacchio's there. As you get further, he leaves the hotel if you come back. There's actually 2 ways we can pet Spring. Hi, Spring. Oh wait, we can't actually pet her. But if we go sit on this couch, you get one of the cutest cutscenes.
Cheek.
So cute.
Spring! Meow.
Oh,
So precious, baby. Aww. Very awesome. I want to go back
Best
to the
game ever.
old cat for the greed. Oh, that's funny. Love that. We went to the future though. Unfortunately, she would be. But yeah, that is the run. I think we just.
Yeah, GG's pets. That was an awesome run.
I think it was better than yesterday's run. I did a full run yesterday, and I think I died a lot more. So, yay! Less deaths.